And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we want to recognize the individuals who have received the Ruston High School Alumni Association Alumni Awards of 2025. Congratulations to the distinguished alumni award winners. Reggie McElroy, class of 1980. Jeffrey Miller Jr., class of 2002. Richard Rao, class of 93. Pamela Stewart, class of 1985. David Cole, class of 2004, recipient of the Young Alumni Under 40 Award. Dr. Trey Hanna, class of 2009, recipient of the Young Alumni Under 40 Award. Ms. Kelsey Whitlock, current Ruston High School Educator of the Year. And Tommy Hayes, class of 1968, retired Ruston High School Educator of the Year. Please give a big round of applause to this year's distinguished alumni award winners.
Ruston, Louisiana, the home of Oscar Stadium. A stadium full of history and tradition.
Hey, he's got a man down in the end zone. Touchdown! He's going to score a touchdown. Touchdown! 19, Malcolm Rockefeller, score off the right side.
But this is our turn to make history.
tackle for a loss, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. Touchdown at 24 yards. Knocks the quarterback down. Lincoln, Hartwell rolls. Has Ruston. Touchdown. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Goodness, Amon Hudson hauls it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. Get up, Ruston, man. Here come the Bearcats.
Oh, good evening, everyone. A very happy Friday night to you all, and live from the Wood Marine broadcast booth here in lovely Ruston, Louisiana. Welcome to Haas Garrett Stadium, the site for tonight's contest between the Ouachita Lions and our Ruston Bearcats. I'm Kyle Roberts. I'll be joined alongside Nick Brown. Cubby Nation's down on the sidelines. Travis Cannon on stats for us tonight. We are midway through the 2025 regular season, and the Bearcats sit with a 4-1 record. Ouachita unblemished, 5-0. And going back from last season, this was a game out in the Lions' Den off a Millhaven exit that was an absolute classic between these two teams. Ouachita almost knocked Ruston off for the first time since back in 2015. It took a missed field goal at the end for Ruston to hold on to its undefeated season a year ago. And Ouachita comes in with a very talented team on both sides of the football. A great squad that is certainly going to be looking to see if they can find a way to pay the Bearcats back for that heartbreaker at their place last season. Ruston is coming off of a loss last week against the Stephenville Yellow Jackets, and in a game that was at a neutral site contest in Longview, Texas. And the Bearcats looking to shake that one off, Nick Brown, to see if they can get a W here tonight against a very good Ouachita team.
No doubt about it, Kyle. This is a very good Ouachita team coming into play, 5-0 undefeated. You look at the record. No, they haven't played the opponents the Bearcats have played, but I did an analysis actually of slightly 2 to 3 game difference on the wins and losses of the program. Certainly, you look back at we did not play our best game last week. Coaches and players will tell you that. Spoke with head coach Jared Ball this week at sundown at the Jared Ball Show, Ruston Bearcats Live, which you can hear on Q94, by the way, and really did not play it. You look at it when you break down all the games. Longview probably a better team than Stephenville, but we just did not play our best game. But tonight we've got to come out with our best effort because this Ouachita team is very good and capable of coming into Haas Garrett Stadium and winning this football game.
We will take a break for our Invocation and National Anthem here on our pregame show. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Please stand to your feet. Tonight's prayer will be led by junior cheerleader Stoey Rickman. Stoey is a member of the Bearcat Buddies and an FCA leader.
Please bow your head. Dear Lord, we
We
gather
gather in the stadium tonight with grateful hearts, thankful for the opportunity to come together in one place as a Ruston family to support our football team and celebrate homecoming. Tonight we experience the magic of Friday Night Lights. The thrill, the energy, and the spirit of competition fills the air. We are grateful for this tradition, where memories are made, bonds are strengthened, and Ruston High pride shines bright. Lord, we ask for your protection over each player on the field. I pray that with every play made, every player embodies an authentic Christian athlete, with honor, respect, and the true spirit of sportsmanship. I pray that the coaches lead our team in your name, Lord. As we cheer tonight, may our hearts be filled with joy, peace, and unity. And let all that we say and do glorify you, Lord. And that we have easy minds, that whatever the scoreboard says at the end of the night is your plan, not ours. Lord, let the spirit teams cheer loud, the band play loud, and the Ruston High fans cheer even louder. In the Lord's name I pray, amen. Go Cats.
Please remain standing as tonight's national anthem will be led by senior Tegan LeBlanc. Tegan has been a 4-year choir member.
Once again, so good to be with you here tonight. Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. The teams are headed towards the middle of the field for the coin toss. It is homecoming here tonight. We're going to kick it down for our first Southern States equipment called down to the sideline.
Hey, Kyle, I tell you what, everybody's dressed to the nines down here for homecoming. The kids are excited. It's going to be a really good game between the Bearcats and the Ouachita Lions.
Yeah, again, terrific crowd here this evening. We've got a lot of people that are very excited for this contest tonight as Ruston is getting ready to tie it up with the Ouachita Lions. Nick Brown, district play begins here this evening right here in Ruston, Louisiana. District 2-5A has a case to make that it is one of the, if not the top district in this state.
No doubt about it, Kyle, but you look at the captains tonight for the Bearcats. You've got Cullen Clark, unfortunately injured last week. Two tight ends lad, Cam Dean, number 25, and then Alex Hunt, 13. Those are your captains tonight, the seniors representing the Bearcats well. But again, I've said it and I watched video all week of them. I went back and watched Ouachita's game with Captain Shreve. You know, Captain Shreve, kind of get a comparative analysis because Captain Shreve came and played here in the spring. And that was one that you see these teams are very well matched. You're going to see a defensive tackle, a defensive lineman that is going to give the Bearcats fit tonight. Already, I believe, committed to the University of Texas. One of the talented teams. Now, I've said this before about Ouachita. We've always played them. They always have athletes that can make plays in space. We only played them later in the year, and a couple of times we caught them just right where those players were out for injuries or various reasons. Tonight, this Ouachita team is loaded. In fact, went on social media, they're like, we're ready for the Bearcats. And I know that our Bearcats have seen videos and stuff. You got to be fired up. You got to bring your A game tonight. Ahmad Hudson is back. What a weapon that he is. Came by the classroom today. He's ready to go, and all of these guys are ready to get that taste of last week's loss out of their mouth.
Quick break to get you ready for kickoff right after this.
Bearcats, number 15, David Lamar.
Well, the Bearcats will receive to start this kickoff to start this contest tonight. Ruston is wearing gray uniforms with red numerals trimmed in white with white pants and red and gray stripes along the side. Of course, the classic Ruston red helmet with the white Ruston R. Ouachita tonight, white uniforms on the top and bottom. The maroon numbers trimmed in silver, and then the solid pewter-style maroon helmet. It's a really good look for this team here tonight. So again, the Bearcats are looking to get the ball to start tonight's contest. And we are off and underway from the Wood Marine broadcast booth. This is going to bounce right in front of the returner into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. And so Davis DeMoss just getting a little bit of a warm-up there, Nick Brown, but unable to return it in with Louisiana rules.
No, you can't blame him, though. We played the Texas rules, the collegiate football. You can run it out. Boy, Davis looked good. I know his ankle has bothered him, been hampered with that, a high ankle sprain, so good to see him running at full speed tonight. And Kyle, that's going to be interesting to see what head coach Jared Ball does on special teams. You know, quite frankly, we haven't been that special on special teams. Had a couple of drops last week and in the freshman JV game against West Monroe. So that will be interesting, but let's get this game underway.
Next dead ball, Nick is going to give you the starting lineup for Ruston's offense, brought to you by Lanyap Animal Health, and it's a shotgun for the Bearcats. A handoff up the middle to Powell, and he'll hit the line. He'll get a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, left tackle tonight, Logan Ashley. Left guard, Jacalen Blackman. Brock Singley at center. Right guard, Nick Hawk. Right tackle, Brooks Brown. Tight end is Ahmad Hudson. I do believe to see Jackson Washington out on the field tonight as well. We'll get that, but running back Dalen Powell. Fullback is Lander Smith. Quarterback, of course, number 7, Sam Hartwell. Outside receiver, Josiah Morgan. Alex Hunt inside. Kashun Malcolm with a big game last week. And Caleb Jones.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers stacked on each side. Hartwell takes the snap, nice play fake, drops back and fires it to Morgan on the near side. He'll catch it at the 30. That'll be enough for a Ruston Bearcat first down on the play. We welcome you to our Jim Taylor Ford first quarter here at the Hoss. Nick, I know there's a lot going on here tonight with homecoming festivities, all the cameras that we have out on the field, but it is so nice to be home after being really 3 hours from home for the last 5 weeks.
First of all, it's nice to walk through the stands and see them eating their nachos and speak to them, because a lot of them are unable to make that trip. So it's great to be home, but we want it to be a home field advantage, make some noise like those Stephenville Yellow Jacket fans did last week.
So happy homecoming, everybody, here as we are in week 6. Lions in a blitz package, and it is a handoff up the middle to the fullback. The ball came loose, and it's recovered by the Lions.
Yeah, that was one. You look at the mesh point, as we used to say all the time, and I think that Sam Hartwell knew it was on the turf, looked, and it was just too late to get it. Now this Ruston Bearcat defense going to hold out this potent Ouachita offense.
That was number 33, Alex Smith, with the fumble recovery. Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines to Toby Nations. Toby, what'd you see there?
Hey, he just didn't get the ball too good. I mean, you turn it over, but, Jackson Washington's our new left tackle. They had to shuffle some stuff around, and so far, hey, he's looked pretty good.
So shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver look. Great starting field position for the Lions as Clark goes in motion. Lines up to the left of the tight end. And it's a quick handoff to the near side into the 30, now to the 25-yard line. That is Macario Dade. Senior tailback gets 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and short. Jim Taylor Ford is proud to support the Bearcats. Check out their inventory on the I-20 North Service Road in Ruston or online at jimtaylorford.com. Shotgun set again. And it's another handoff. And a good tackle by Aiden Adams for the Bearcats, but I do think that was enough for a first down pickup for Dade. That will move the sticks, and the Lions are getting close to that Ruston Bearcat, to that red zone here for the first time tonight.
Yeah, getting close to the red zone and watching during warm-up, special teams, they haven't had that in years past. We've got a good special teams kicker and punter.
Shotgun formation. Very tight set. Nobody out wide. Back to throw, and we have a flag thrown. So Montrell Connor Jr., the senior quarterback, had some miscommunication with his wideout, but there is a flag on the field thrown at the 23-yard line. Always nice to hear the ref mic coming through the crowd mic of the broadcast, and that will be holding on the offense, and this is going to back Ouachita up. So Montrell Connor still threw an incomplete pass, but this is now going to be first down and a pretty good bit for the Lions. So Dade lines up to the left side at tailback. Connor in the gun. He was sensational last season against this Bearcat defense. He'll take the snap and he'll hand it off to Dade. Goes up the middle past the 30. Still drags some tacklers to the 25-yard line. It's a good 9-yard pickup on the play, brings up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, really surprised they're able to push that defensive line back on that, but this is one of the better Ouachita teams. that we've seen, and picked up, like you said, Kyle, 9 yards on that play. Far too many take advantage of that penalty that you had.
Scoreless here in the first quarter, brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm on the scoreboard. 10-12 to go. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. And Connor with a delayed handoff, and there's Dade breaking tackles, gets inside the red zone. The ball almost was stripped out, gets to the 19-yard line. That's a 6-yard pickup, and it will be 3rd down. And it looks to be 3rd and 7 coming up on the Ruston 19-yard line.
Absolutely trying to see who made that tackle, but it was a good tackle by the Bearcats.
Now it's trips far side. Cowbells coming in on 3rd down from the Ruston side of the stadium. I think we might have another flag thrown. This should be a false start on the offense.
And that's one thing it's good to hear a home crowd making noise, Kyle.
At the right time.
Yes, at the right time.
This will back Ouachita up. So 3rd down and 7 will now turn into 3rd down and 12. So some costly penalties so far on this drive for the Lions after getting excellent starting field position following the Bearcat fumble. 3rd down and 12. Ball at the Ruston 24. Connor puts Dade in motion to the right side. It's an empty backfield. Back to throw. He's got some time. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to get flushed out. Almost tripped up, and he is.
I tell you what, that's the coverage side. Give credit. Looks like Keegan Goldsmith may be a little hampered on that play, Cal. Got to watch his ankle. But great job of the secondary to prevent him. Even though he just slipped down, give that to the secondary.
And this would be a long field goal attempt for the Lions. It's 4th down
it's
and
4 down
18.
territory. Yeah, it's too long. Watch it. You look around 37, 20-yard line, which is about the range that I saw during pregame. 37, maybe 40 with the wind. They're going to go for it.
And it is a stunningly beautiful night here.
Stunningly?
In the heart of Ruston, Louisiana, as the sun is setting. This is what fall football is all about. 4th down and long. Connor back to throw from the gun. Fires into the end zone. Nobody home, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And the Bearcat offense gets right back out on the field after the defense holds.
And it was almost in sync, Kyle. Every Ouachita wide receiver looked at the official and raised their hand. But there was no holding. That was 20, 30 yards overthrown. So Bearcat defense did a great job. And Ouachita not able to take advantage of that early turnover by the Bearcats. Now let's see what the Bearcats can do on their second possession.
So it's a turnover on downs by the Lions. Ruston will get the ball back with 8:30 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Again, Ouachita undefeated 5-0 on this season. Ruston's District 2-5A opponents here at home this year. Ouachita tonight, 2 weeks from tonight, Ash, and then West Monroe 2 weeks after that. Somebody had to get drawn for homecoming, and that's a tough choice out of 3 really quality teams this season.
Well, you go through with it, talk to head coach Jerry Ball this week. You're not to hurt your feelings because you look at it, you have senior night. You don't want to have senior night and homecoming on the exact same night. You have teacher recognition. You have your peak out game. So this is the one. And when you only have 4 home games, it's really tough to pick one. So it wasn't meant as an insult to Ouachita. I can
Certainly
tell you
not.
that. No.
So while they're sorting this out, let's kick it down on a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines to Toby Nations. And Toby thought that was going to be a false start. They called it offside on the defense.
Yeah, you can see the Ouachita kids kind of jumping around at the front of the Ruston kids, and, you know, it's a good thing for us. I mean, no harm, no foul. I mean, we fumbled, we were able to stop them, and here we are, almost the same field position when Ouachita started their first drive.
Thank you, Toby. 1st down and 5 for Ruston. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver look for Hartwell. Ball finally spotted, and we can get our snap, and here it is. Snap was a little bit late, so this is going to be a false start on the offense.
Yeah, I believe Ahmad got a jump, but it was, you look at it, you're right, it was a delayed snap.
Everybody moved but the center.
Yes. Not going anywhere for a while. Like the uniform combination of the Bearcats tonight. I love the gray on top of the white pants.
Yeah, the gray has been a fan favorite here. A little questionable after the first time the Bearcats broke the gray uniforms out was the first game of the 2023 season where they lost. And then the next time they brought them out, as there's a handoff up the middle for 3 yards, the next time they brought them out was the state championship game against Zachary. So these gray uniforms, although the pants are white tonight, totally redeemed themselves.
Certainly easier to see with the gray on white, but look good. Really look good. Bearcats can put a touchdown together on this drive.
So 2nd down and 7. Cats stay in the I formation, and it's Dylan Berryman, the defensive tackle that everybody talks about, and he's really plugging some holes. There's a screen to Hudson. He catches it and spins. 35-40. Still going. 45-40. 35. A stiff arm. Throws defenders down. Gets to the 20-yard line. And a healthy Ahmad Hudson with a long reception puts the Bearcats in nice position in this drive.
Yeah, you got a chance, an opportunity. I was talking to the coach from an opposing school, and I was just talking about it. He goes, you got a playmaker that can go to the house every time, and Ahmad showed you what he's capable of on that play.
So it's going to be a quick snap coming up, I formation. 2 receivers on the near side. A toss, and there's Powell. Powell bounces to the outside. He'll lose 3 yards on the play. Back to the 20, actually to the 25, he'll lose 5.
Now, back behind the line of scrimmage, penalty 0, Orlando Fremont.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15.
2nd down.
Seven minutes to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. We're scoreless on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Hartwell on the play fake, rolls to his right, fires into the end zone, and it is a catch, but it's going to be out of bounds. A great grab by Josiah Morgan, and just unfortunately that one didn't stick.
Morgan, but it was out of bounds.
And now it'll be 3rd down and 15 coming up. Obviously going to try to see.
The 3rd and 15, I think you're in 4-down territory. I know Ramos has
He's got the leg.
You go through that and see, but you also have Ahmad Hudson who's capable right here. I think it's 4-down territory.
Shotgun set, Powell motions to the outside. Hartwell takes the snap, goes over the top and overthrows his intended target. That was for that was for Powell. And now it is 4th down and 15. Joaquin Ramos in to attempt a 42-yard field goal.
Yeah, now you said, well, Brownie, you said, wait a minute, 4-down territory, but when you don't pick up any yards on that, you're going to see that. And this is right on the cusp. I know he has his leg, but I'm just telling you, this is right on the fringe of what I've seen so far this season. So a 49-yard field goal out of Ramos.
4th and 15. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's got the leg.
My math was off a little bit, but
wide left.
Wide left. Yeah, they were late signaling that, though. It's like they had to confer. They had a little conference to see if it was good, because I would say, hey, if you got to think about it that long, it's good.
Well, and I'll say, too, like, I was more watching the cat box, and there was no emotion coming out of there, so that was pretty indicative, even with the slow call by the officials.
Yeah, so no good, and Ouachita going to take over on downs. I got to tell you a unique rule that I'm going to tell you a unique rule that many people don't know in high school football.
You going to say tackle box?
No, I'm not going to say tackle box.
1st down and 10. We'll let Nick tell us about that during this next dead ball. So a missed field goal has given Ouachita the ball back after they were able to get the ball deep into Bearcat territory. It was a turnover on downs. Ruston had a long reception by Ahmad Hudson that set them up in good field position, but unable to get any points. Now Connor on a quarterback keeper spins at the 25 and falls down. That was a lot of running, Nick Brown, for just a 4-yard gain.
A lot of running, then he cut back and really fell down, faked himself out. Connor's one of those players, though, Kyle. You're going to see a couple like that, but he can break it and take it all the way the distance. So really need someone shadowing him, following that, whether it's Adam, whether it's Keelan, someone following him and keeping an eye on Connor.
Hand off to Dade. He's going to lose some yards on the play. I think that was Rakeem Potts.
I think it's Rakeem Potts. That ankle is healed miraculously after that. But no, did you know that a field goal that doesn't go out the back of the end zone is played just like a punt?
Huh.
So you could line up from the 50 and kick it. You don't have a punt.
3rd down and 9 coming up. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. If Connor had snapped the ball, he would have just gotten 5 free yards. Didn't get it off in time. Connor steps up, and there's a flag thrown.
Okay, now this is interesting because the Bearcat helmet came off. Is that flag going to be because of continuation now? Player going to jog off. Who is that jogging off? I believe
that is Potts.
That is Potts.
Well, let's let the flag get sorted out.
Let it get sorted out and see.
So the officials are going to talk this over. We'll do a Southern States equipment call to the sideline to Toby Nations. Toby, did you see anything there while they get this sorted out?
Hey, Kyle, not sure, but it looks like maybe it was hands to the face on Potts. They're calling a substitution violation, so I kept thinking it was hands to the face on Potts. I didn't think it just kept continuing, but they didn't call that.
So a hands to the face. We'll take this from 3rd down, and I called 9. It's actually 3rd and 8. This will go down to 3rd and 3. Travis Cannon on stats has done an absolutely stellar job, and one of the wonderful things about having him sit right next to us in this broadcast booth, he's a longtime official as well, so he's able to call these penalties even before the White Hat's able to call them back up to the booth. 3rd and 3. Quick toss right side is caught. 35 and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. We're going to see. That might have been Wydell Clark. Hard to see the number there.
That was Clark, but great play call by the Lions. You just go to where they're not, kind of find that hole, then get in. Bearcats doing a lot of substitution here tonight, Kyle.
So 1st down and 10. Ball is spotted at the Ruston 39-yard line. In shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side for the Lions. Clark goes in motion and lines up to the right side of Connor. There'll be a handoff to Clark, and Clark gets to the line of scrimmage, falls forward. Might have gotten 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
See Miles Brown assisting on that tackle. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the more physical games that we've seen so far. Maybe it's because we're back at the friendly confines of Hoss Garrett. We're closer to the action, but a very physical contest tonight that we're witnessing between these 2 heavyweights.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the Lion 41-yard line. Packed stands really on both sides here at the Hoss. 10 seconds on the play clock. Connor takes the snap, rolls to his right, and finds Clark. He'll drop it. That would have been a gain of about 2 before Clark would have been tackled. So now you're looking at 3rd down and 8 if you're this Ouachita Lions offense.
You got to watch. Got Devin Major out on the field back. It's good to see him healthy for the Bearcats. Certainly going to look something down this left side, but the Bearcats can hold again.
Connor 1 for 3 so far here tonight. That's the quarterback for Ouachita. Big man in motion is Seneca Battle for the Lions. Screen to the far side.
Pick it up. It was a lateral, Kyle.
Nope, they're calling incomplete over on the far side.
Close.
That was intended for Marcario Dade, and so now it will be a punt situation. You are right. That was as close of a, if it was just 1 degree in the backward direction, that certainly would have been a fumble on the field. Toby Nation, do you have a guest down there with you standing to your right?
Yeah, Kyle, Sam Nations, he's here this weekend. He's not traveling with Northwestern, so he wanted to come watch the game.
And the punt is blocked. Blocked by the Bearcats, and Ruston is going to have a chance at scooping.
And they get it in the end zone.
That's Keelan Davis with the touchdown, scooping it up for Ruston and getting it into the end zone. And so Ruston strikes first with a special teams blunder. That was a beautiful punt block by the Ruston Bearcats with 3:56 left to go in the first quarter.
Hey, sometimes your best offense may be your defense. So good one. Any break you need right here to get a lead on this team.
Couldn't see who got the block, but it was Keelan Davis that scooped it up and was able to get into the end zone for the score.
Now Ramos in, want to redeem himself after that missed field goal, Kyle.
Point after is up. Point after is good. 3:56 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Ruston 7, Ouachita nothing. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com. Cats strike first with a special teams blunder. I say blunder, that's not really fair. That was much more just a terrific punt block by the Ruston Bearcats. Saw something that they liked, and there was no chance for the Lion punter to be able to get off a clean look at the ball. And so now Ruston up 7-0. Today's booth sponsor is Wood Marine at 600 East Georgia in Ruston. Go see Jody Wood to get a new boat or to keep your boat serviced.
All right, how are the Bearcats going to kick this one, Kyle? We know we had the line drive pooch against Stephenville. I believe that was a missed kick. See if he puts this one deep and out of the end zone.
Oh, it's an onside attempt, and it will go straight into the hands of Seneca Battle. So that was a good hands team play by the Lions.
Battle's a good player, caught that one in, fielded in like a shortstop. But I want to tell you, that is one thing that we discussed this week on the Jared Ball Show at sundown. And, you know, we thought about it last week versus Stephenville, Kyle, when we came back and made it a one-possession game, and it was kind of a miss hit, and they called it like a line drive and ran it back, good field position. Of course, we know what happened to end that game. So, big one, Bearcats are up 7-0.
First down and 10 for the Lions at their own 49-yard line after the Bearcats attempted an onside. Shotgun formation, trips to the far side for Connor. Now he'll look towards the sideline for the call from the coaching staff. Connor hands it off up the middle to Dade. He finds room. 45, 35 now. Down and tackled at the Bearcat 32, it looks like. Maybe the 31. That was a nice run. Right at 20 yards.
They're like Miles Brown and Jaden Andy on the tackle for the Bearcats, Kyle, but that's what makes this offense so scary. They can do that on every play, then they'll come back and shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty, so hopefully they do that here.
Yeah, penalties have been the story so far here tonight for this Lions offense. And we'll see how they do now with good field position on this drive. Another handoff to Dade, more room, 25, tripped up. Gets close to the 20, and that'll be enough for another first down carry for Macario Dade of the Ouachita Lions. This will be trip number 2 to the Bearcat red zone here this evening. Here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Ruston 7, Ouachita nothing. Option toss right side to Dade. Dade jumps back inside, picks up 6, maybe 7 on the play. It'll be second down and 3.
Option to Dade, second play number 92, Keegan Bolton. Check it out.
So second down and 3, shotgun formation. Connor, high snap, keeps it himself. Gets back inside, tackled inside the 10, and that'll be another first down pickup for the Ouachita Lions. We'll take a Southern States equipment call down to the sidelines to Toby Nations.
Yeah, you can see Ouachita. They've been probing us their first few drives, and right now, they're just taking it to us up front. And, our guys just seem to settle down a little bit, and let's make some good tackles.
First and goal at the 9-yard line. Shotgun formation. Connor hands it off. Dade gets outside, has space.
A little delayed handoff has been quite effective for the Lions, Kyle. That one, you come in up the middle, delayed, pushed off to the right, picked up good yards.
Not enough for the touchdown, so it's going to be second and goal from the 1. But, you know, Ouachita, again, like you said, outside those penalties, they're moving the ball at will. Second and goal at the 1-yard line. Ouachita looking to try to tie this up. They did go out of bounds. That stops the first quarter clock at 2:05. Goal line set now for the Lions. First time we've seen a fullback for Ouachita tonight. Little tush push and into the end zone, and Ouachita gets the score. That's Connor getting the touchdown, and now the Lions have a chance to tie. Just a 1-yard touchdown run. And it's a swinging gate formation. And now they'll get into place, and this will give Cam Gale a chance at this point after. I watched the Bearcats practice this earlier this week, and we have a flag thrown, so we'll have to keep it here and see.
We'll see what it is,
yeah,
because that was where it came from the back judge. It was, did we try and climb and block that? So we'll be interested to see what that is. Will be enforced, obviously, going to the sideline, so you would assume on the Bearcats.
Point after appeared to be good. Oh, so this is going to go against the Bearcats, and it's going to give Ouachita a chance to line this kickoff up into Ruston territory.
Sorry for interrupting, but that's one where you come through now. You saw the leg, put it into the end zone from a normal distance, Kyle. As you go here and try to kick it out of the back of the end zone, or is this when you pull up and say, now they're expecting it, let's do a fake kick here by the Lions? So this one's going to come down the wire. I'm telling you, what a great football game we're seeing on this homecoming night in 2025. Great crowd on hand. Going to see a great football game, very good Ouachita team, and a very good Bearcat team as well. Again, you said it earlier in the pregame, this District 2-5A, the toughest in the state.
So good. 7-7 is our score on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. And we have not had a Smoothing King scoring drive yet for the Bearcats because their touchdown came off of a blocked punt.
They could have said one play,
I suppose,
Davis, a scoring drive. And that went out of the back of the end zone. That's what you expected out of Gale. Good kicker for the Lions, puts it out of the back of the end zone.
That was a 51-yard drive for the Lions. Again, capped off by a 1-yard simple tush push. Very reminiscent of the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts. And so it is a touchback, and the Bearcats have a chance to respond on offense here tonight. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Remind me, I don't think we introduced the defensive starters when we get back. On defense again, hopefully after a scoring drive from Smoothie King.
Shotgun formation. Hartwell hands it off to Powell. Powell looking for space and none to be found.
Now you look at the defensive line of Ouachita, very talented, and you kind of key in on Powell and see what the Bearcats do to counteract that.
So now 2nd down and 9. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Powell and and Lander Smith both are subbed out. Keshawn Malcolm, I believe, in at receiver. Davis DeMoss, the tailback. He'll go into motion. He'll come out to the near side. Empty backfield, 4 receivers to Hartwell's right. Goes over the middle, incomplete.
Couldn't tell if that was tipped or just a poor pass on that one. You had DeMoss on the slide going down the far sideline, trying to take the safety, got to play, get the safety over, free up the middle of the field, but it just didn't work out for the Bearcats.
3rd down and 9. Clock stops with 1:09 left to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter.
Neville up on Pineville 21-0, Kyle.
And now a flag is going to be thrown for a false start. Caleb Jones was being motioned and did not realize it and gave a little bit too much of a stutter. And that will bring Alex Hunt in. So 3rd down and 9 will now turn into 3rd down and 14. Going to be interesting to see if we can get some scores between West Monroe and Ash tonight. Third down and long for the Bearcats. Hartwell gets in the gun. 3 receiver set. He'll take the snap, and he's going to be chased out of the pocket fast. Quick dump off to his tailback. And DeMoss gets hit around the 25. Not enough for a first down. And the Bearcats are going to be forced to punt on 4th down and 5.
Yeah, good job by DeMoss sticking around for that pass, but a lot of pressure applied to Hartwell.
So the line returner stands right at midfield, and that is Wydell Clark.
Not much wins. They're going to get this one off. And that's a good one, Kyle.
Beautiful punt. Clark fields it at the 39-yard line. That is a punt of, I want to make sure I get this right, 29 plus 11. Felt like it was a lot longer than 36 yards, but Bearcats will take it considering where Clark was standing when that ball was snapped. If you're just joining us here in the first quarter, the Bearcats' lone touchdown has come from a punt block and a score by Keelan Davis. And the Lions were able to drive the ball 51 yards after a attempted onside by the Bearcats. Got in for a 1-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, Montrell Connor Jr. Shotgun, another high snap. Connor fields it, hands it off to Dade, and Dade easily able to get towards the linebacker area of the Bearcats and gains 5 on the play. Here's the Southern State's equipment called down to the sideline to Toby Nations.
Yeah, I mean, Dade, hey, when he was able to get up in there and pick up 5, but if you don't get the false start, you get a first down for the Bearcats.
I believe Alexandria's up on West Monroe 14-7 in the second quarter.
2nd down and 5. Shotgun set. Quick toss again to Dade. Dade cuts it back up the field, gets into Bearcat territory, and that's a 10-yard run on the play, and very likely the last play of the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm telling you, the quicker you get the ball to Dade is what they're doing. He can make plays in space, and Dade is very dangerous.
And that will do it for the first quarter from the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. We're tied 7-7. Back after this with the second quarter. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arclitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arclitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes, we live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
By Kim Dupree State Farm.
Want to get those defensive starters. We've yet to do that. Defensive end, Keegan Goldsmith. Defensive tackle, Nick Hardison. Nick was out with a little knee injury earlier last couple of weeks. Of course, Rakeem Potts at D tackle. Defensive end, Braylon Osborne. Weak safety, Miles Brown. Mike linebacker, Aiden Adams. Keelan Davis at the wheel linebacker. Strong safety, Trendon Moore. Corner, Devin Major. Jaden Andrews, free safety. Jamarius Anderson at corner.
And that is going to be a tackle for a loss of 3 on the play. Bearcats did a great job. Of course, those defensive starters brought to you by Lanyap Animal Health. Nick, one thing that I'm seeing, the center snap in the shotgun to Connor, the snap is really high. And so far, Connor has done a good job of hauling it in. But that could be something that proves problematic for the Lions if they get a bad snap.
Was that Dade on the carry? They got the jersey pulled up. Dade, one of the it's a good job by the defensive lineman, but hope the center keeps doing that.
2nd and 13. Connor chased.
Nearly a hold.
He'll fire downfield. Has one-on-one coverage, incomplete. And no flag thrown.
No, and don't you wish one on the Bearcats? If it did, it would have been.
I'm not sure who you think I am, but I would not wish that.
I'm telling you, hey, no flag, don't say anything about it. Nearly was a hold on Ouachita. I would tell you what, you look at Connor, what he can do. So elusive back there, Kyle. Really, you're only going to get better as a football team playing a quarterback like this. But Ouachita strong here. Bearcats holding up good. Good play in the secondary. Not sure if that was Cam Dean, who that was, over there making a play, but what a great job.
3rd and 13. Shotgun set. Another high snap. Connor rolls to his right. Looks backwards. Now he's going to be chased down. Keelan Davis in pursuit, and he just throws it out of bounds. I don't know that he got it to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he did, but I will tell you, great job by the middle linebackers, Kyle. It was going to be a trick play, setback, throw it right in the middle, kind of like a jailbreak screen, and those linebackers for the Bearcats were right there on top of it, forcing the Lions to punt, and we know what happened the last time they punted. Is that DeMoss back to return the punt? We talked at really a 20, 25-minute conversation with Coach Ball about that. He says, sometimes it just happens, and then it snowballs because you start putting pressure on yourself. It started back on a Monday night. Travis Cannon was here running the clock, and it was a miserable night against the West Monroe Rebels. And you guys should come out. Monday night, we have Neville here, freshman in JV. Come out and see these future varsity Bearcats on Monday night, 5:30.
Trey Johnson, the punter, has already had one blocked. He does get this one away. DeMoss calls for a fair catch at the 17-yard line.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that was the first punt that we have fielded clean in quite some time. So that was a good job, DeMoss. Good to see him. If you have an ankle injury, we put Dalen Powell back there some. Just went the snowball effect. So that was good to see. Now take advantage of it, push this one down and get the lead. 10:56 remaining, Kyle, here in the second quarter. Go down to a Southern States equipment call the sideline. Toby, good to see the Bearcats field that punt cleanly.
Yeah, I know Davis has struggled a little bit back there for the Bearcats, and he had to come up 3 or 4 yards to make the catch, but good job. But the Bearcat coaches were pretty livid. That was a pass interference on Ouachita.
Oh, there you go. So Kyle was right for once.
1st and 10. Ball at the 17-yard line for the Bearcats. Trips to the far side, one man in motion. It's a handoff up the middle. And that is DeMoss, and he'll gain 1 on the play. So now Keyshawn Malcolm will check in for Ruston. Bearcats are playing without Cullen Clark tonight, so we'll expect to see some tight end setups from Hunter Soto as well as Ahmad Hudson, who Jared Boss said they were going to try to work him in a little bit slowly after that injury that held him out last week against Stephenville. He's taken quite a few snaps so far here in this first half. Hartwell, quick play fake, and not totally sure what happened there.
No, that was a miscommunication because it really wasn't a running back in that area. Really, Keyshawn Malcolm came down the hall, spoke to him. Really like how he has improved as a football player. Great athlete, plays basketball for the Bearcats. Does really well, came out for football and told him said one of his better games against Stephenville. Unfortunately, in a loss, it really kept the Bearcats in that one on that scoring drive when, so good to see him out there. But not sure, like you said, Kyle, what happened on that play. Watch Ahmad here on the near sideline with man coverage.
3rd down and 8. Bearcats have only had one really long play, and that was a 46-yard pass to completion to Ahmad Hudson. And they're not going to get it this time. That's just a 1-yard pickup, and it will be 4th down and 7.
So here's the problem. The defensive line for Ouachita is so good getting through there. Hartwell's got to get the ball out quick. And what they're doing, you're bringing one person over, cheating with 2, and that's preventing those yards after catch. Now Ramos needs to come out and nail another one here. Hunter Soto back to block. Caden Kelly, I do believe, is snapping.
That is Wydell Clark, the returner. And this will be a low end-over-end kick. Takes a Bearcat hop, and Potts, he'll down it at the 43-yard line.
A lot of pressure on Ramos on that one. The Lions, Kyle nearly got to that one when he returned the favor on the block punt, but he got it off a line drive. Bearcat coverage team really did a great job on that one, preventing Ouachita from returning it.
Ruston High alum Robert Temple loves the Bearcats. Robert Temple State Farm is located at 935 North Trenton in Ruston. Good luck, Bearcats, from the Robert Temple State Farm team.
West Monroe has tied it up with Ash. All tied up at 14.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver look. Let's see the
ball upset was something, talking with the side judge.
.9:35 left to go in the first half. We're tied at 7. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver set, Clark in motion. Comes and stands to Connor's right. He'll take the snap and hands it off to Clark. And Clark tries to go outside, and he will be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Quite a few Bearcats in there on that play. Trendon Moore, but I know a lineman, at least I believe Goldsmith, able to aid on that tackle. Rakeem Potts comes into tonight's game, 27.5 tackles on the season, 4 sacks through 5 games. 2nd down and 10. And off again to Dade. Dade bounces outside, gets 7 yards on the play, and it's going to be a short 3rd down and 3 coming up for this Lion team.
Yeah, and Kevin Davis stepped up and prevented that one going even further, maybe even for a touchdown. Dade really quick bouncing to the outside.
This is a 3rd down and short. Actually, I think he got 8 on the play. Dade has done a terrific job rushing tonight for the Lions so far. 3rd down and 2. The motion will basically just flip this formation. And it's a handoff to Dade again, and he gets into Bearcat territory, still on his feet inside the 40.
The eye candy bothered. You had twin receivers to one side, lone receiver to another, and they basically changed places. Bearcats followed them, and then the run up the middle. Following the eye candy, good offensive play call by the Lions.
Dade has already eclipsed 80 yards here tonight. That was his 12th attempt here this evening. He is absolutely looking fantastic for this Lions team. Shotgun set, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Connor puts a man in motion. And he'll keep it himself. Good play fake. Connor gets to the 35, down to the 34. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Don't forget that our halftime show will be brought to you by our friends at Thompson's Barbershop. Toby Nations, Hunter Smith, and special guests. It'll be a longer one tonight because it's homecoming. Connor, quarterback keeper, goes up the far side, gets the 1st down and some more.
Extracurricular activity on the far sideline. No flag on that one.
Ouachita already almost as a team. If not, now they're getting close to eclipsing 100 yards rushing here tonight. So Connor not having to do much with his arm. And this Lions offense easily moving the football down the field. Connor from the gun, another high snap. Dade breaks a tackle in the backfield inside the 20. That would have been a loss of 6. But Marcario Dade with a terrific run. And now that turns into second down and 6, I believe. We'll go down to Toby Nations. Toby, this Ouachita Lion offense doing a great job running that football.
Yeah, I mean, they're running it right at the Bearcats. And, you just keep keeping your defense on the field. I mean, they're going to get tired. I mean, just had a chance to make a big sack for a loss and just couldn't wrap him up.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the near side for the Lions. Connor hands it off to Dade, and he just trips up and falls forward. I thought the ball might have jarred loose, but this will be a 3-yard loss. And this is a big 3rd down and 10, Nick Brown.
It really is. Hey, don't let that be your Achilles heel. Last week at Stephenville, when the defense did the best, had the longest yards, that's when Stephenville, the Yellow Jackets were able to complete a long pass. So keep your head on a swivel here. Make a play, force the Lions to attempt a field goal.
3rd down and 10. Ball back out of the red zone on the Bearcat 22-yard line. Connor puts a receiver in motion to the near side. That's Battle. Connor steps up, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2 on the play brings up 4th down and 12. And again, this is decision time because I don't know if
I think you're going to go for it here on 4-down territory, but really getting chippy down at defensive line. See Trendon Moore, Miles Brown, those guys fired up as they should be here with 5:28 remaining in the first half, and we're tied in the District 2 5A opener with the Lions and the Bearcats. They're going to go for it. They're going to attempt the field goal.
This is going to be a 41-yard field goal attempt by Cam Gale on 4th down and 12. Good snap, good hold. Great distance, and off the upright.
And Gale's looking and cannot believe it. Bearcats dodge a bullet. Now it's like what Toby said earlier, though, Kyle. You've got to come out here now with 5:04, and you want to end with points. But you don't want to give the ball back. You let it be a drive that ends this first half. But put some points on the board. We need to sustain and pick up some first downs here.
So that one went off the upright. A missed 41-yard field goal attempt keeps the score 7-7. What an exciting game so far we've had tonight. Ouachita 5-0, Bearcats 4-1. Lions would love nothing more than to ruin this 2025 homecoming game for these Ruston Bearcats. I formation, Hartwell under center. Toss to Powell. Powell pushes the pile, gets just a few yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 7. And Nick, with how all that we saw from Dalen Powell in those first few weeks, I mean, he was able to get up to 700 yards basically through 3.5 games. But last week and then in this first half tonight, the defenses have really done a great job of keying in on him.
Absolutely they have. And I think one thing that really concerns me, Kyle, is the speed at which Hartwell has to pass the football. And you have to get it out early, so routes are not able to develop here. We're not seeing Ahmad able to get out in space or Josiah Morgan.
Quick toss over the middle to Hudson, and Hudson does catch it at the 25. Gets 4 on the play, and it will bring up 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 27-yard line of the Bearcats. So here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter, just getting close to the 4-minute mark. Big 3rd down coming up. We'll take another Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. 3rd and 3, Toby. You got to get a first down here.
Yeah, they just brought Hunter Soto in. They're going to go 2 tights here underneath. But, like you're talking about Powell, I mean, the first 4 weeks he was gashing everybody. Now they got video on him.
I formation. Hartwell drops back, throws it up. Hudson catches it in traffic. Past the 40 to the 45, still on his feet. Gets right to midfield. And a simple slant to Ahmad Hudson turns into a huge gain for the Bearcats. A 23-yard grab for the junior tight end. And it will be 1st and 10 Bearcats. Ball at the 50-yard line. Ruston certainly would love to get some points here before going into the halftime locker room. They will have to kick off to start the second half of play. And, Powell is brought down by his face mask by Dylan Barrymore.
But I will tell you, that was a brutal, I'm sorry, interrupted you, but Barrymore reached out and said, hey, my bad. Yeah, but he's after the fact, but you're going to go through and see. And the competitive program's always been a good rivalry between the Bearcats and the Lions. You go back, but Todd Garvin was the head coach of Ouachita for a little while, had success.
Yeah, I think you and I have always said this since we've been doing this this broadcast. Like, you never want to lose to Ouachita, but these two schools have always had a tremendous respect for each other, and you saw it right there. Dylan Barrymore, he knew what he did, and thankfully Dalen was not hurt, and he just kind of he got up, patted him on the shoulder, and said, "That was on me."
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the conversation that took place.
First down and 10. Bearcats have it at the Lion 35-yard line. I think this is the best.
It is.
Close to the best field position Ruston's had tonight.
Kyle, more importantly, we've had the ball for around 2 minutes.
Shotgun set. Hand off to Powell up the middle, and he'll get tackled at the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play.
And sometimes you're just slow getting started. I mean, you look now, we played almost the entire first half, and this is the first drive that we really look like the Bearcats.
Second down and 5, ball at the 30-yard line. 2 receiver set, I formation. Lander Smith in at fullback. Hartwell under center. I'll tell you, in the 2026 season, Nick, it's going to be really tough not saying Lander Smith in fullback after the tremendous
He's been here like
career.
12 years, I think he's played,
Hartwell goes up, caught by Hudson, 10-5.
Is he in the end zone?
We got a touchdown.
We got a touchdown.
Bearcats.
Yes.
2:29 left to go in the first half, and Ahmad Hudson back on the field tonight, and he is making this defense pay. And it's not like he's catching long passes, Nick. He's getting them about 5 to 10 yards down the field, and he's just so hard to bring down.
Absolutely, he is. And I will tell you, go back, I was watching on the replay, and it looked like when he jumped, did the ball come out? It did not. It's a ruled a touchdown, but just a great move in space, great pass and catch by the Bearcats.
Point after coming up for Ramos. Kick is up. And this one's good. 2:29 left to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Ruston 14, Ouachita 7. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Now to kick off for your Bearcats, number 9, Joaquin Ramos.
Well, let's take a quick look at that Smoothie King scoring drive. 80 yards for the Ruston Bearcats, and that was capped off by a 30-yard touchdown reception by Ahmad Hudson, who is back on the field tonight after missing last week. Jared Ball said during the week that the plan was to be kind of just ease him back into it, and if easing him back into it is to the tune of about 100 yards in the first half of play, including a touchdown, we'll certainly take it. This is a short kick fielded at the 32-yard line by the Lions, and I believe that was Brandon Bruce. And hard to tell exactly who that was bringing that in, but it will be the Lions having it with 2:24 left to go here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. And the Bearcats lead 14-7, and that scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Nick Brown, Ash, and West Monroe have quite a good one going over about 30 miles east of here. The Trojans are up 21-14 over the Rebels.
Yeah, the Rebel team gaining confidence after that victory over Catholic, Kyle, and now 21-14 Ash leading. Boy, that was a great drive by the Bearcats. Gave this defense time to rest just a bit, see if they can keep the Lions out of the end zone.
Bearcats do have to kick the ball off to start the second half. Delayed handoff to Dade. Gets into Bearcat territory. He'll have a first down and a couple more.
Came up and gave a stiff arm to Devin Major on that one. Just a good run by Dade.
So first down run as it 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 44-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 receivers on each side. Designed run by the quarterback just up the middle by Connor. He'll get 3 yards on the play to the 41-yard line.
Keelan Davis in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
2nd down and 7. Clock continuing to move here. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts. Of course, I love what you always say about timeouts. Nick, I'll remind you after this next play. Shotgun formation. Connor looks to his left, fires into single coverage, thrown up, and it is close to caught. No, it's an incomplete pass. Nick, what do you always say about timeouts? If you're out of timeouts, you only get 3, but if you take a 4th timeout, what do you get?
Tell me, remind me.
You get a timeout.
Yeah. Where were we playing? That was like 4 or 5. That wasn't a penalty. Yeah, you got 4.
No, it's not. Burned in my brain.
Yes. Maybe it was cabin. I think the Arkansas rules were a little different.
19 timeouts per half in Arkansas. 3rd down and 7. This is a big one. Ball on the Bearcat 41. Another shotgun set for Connor. Bearcats blitz and drop. Big hit. Goodness. Keelan Davis hits Marcario Day.
Yes, he did. 2. Okay, here's the great thing. Up here in the press box, we saw that develop. They ran through, they saw the press, and they said, whoa, wait a minute. They put it in reverse quicker than we move in forward, and they were able to make the play. Great job. Davis just all over the field tonight for these Bearcats.
Ruston takes a timeout to stop the clock. We'll take one as well. Bearcats 14, Lions 7, 1:14 to go before the half. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
First Ruston invites you to join them on Sundays at 8:30, 9:45, or 11 a.m. We offer kids worship at all 3 services. On Wednesday nights, students meet at the Powerhouse. Middle school students at 5:30, high school students at 6:45. Our mission is to help you find God's plan for your life in a fun, friendly, encouraging environment. For more church info or to watch our services online, we invite you to visit fbcruston.org. We're saving a seat for you at first.
So it's a 4th down and 9 setup coming up for the Ruston Bearcats. Again, our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show will be coming up after the end of this first half of play. Toby Nations and Hunter Smith will have a special guest.
Nice if we could get a sponsor for the halftime show that I could take advantage of. Little freebie, a little trade.
He doesn't do a shave? 4th down and 9. And here's the
no return man back for the Bearcats.
And so this will be down at the 13. minute 4 left to go before halftime.
2 timeouts.
Yep.
Take advantage of it, which we see Ahmad can go in 1 play.
And I'm telling you, that has been a huge key here tonight, Nick, has been just how easily Ahmad has been able to really just do some jump balls, not even in the end zone. I'm talking like about 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage. If it's a toss just in his vicinity, he's able to bring it down, and that's what we've been seeing tonight. So we get some stats on Ahmad Hudson here tonight with his, from a receiving perspective. We got Hudson. Let's see if we can do some quick math. Yeah, he is over 100 yards. Some small glitches with our stat program tonight, but
as the stat guy, he's up here eating chicken all pregame.
Quick toss to the far side, and it is a catch, but only a few yards on the play, so the clock is moving now.
Did you even mention the video, how the ball was brought in?
No, I was going to let you do that.
Yeah. That was great. You know, just something to honor No October Cancer Awareness. We'll have our pink out game, but I'll go more into detail with that here in just a little bit.
Shotgun formation. Hartwell trying to follow Hudson. Goes back underneath. And this is another, just a couple of yards on the play. Gets to the 20-yard line.
Got to be careful, letting the clock run. Ouachita to use their timeouts. They have 3.
So somebody does call a timeout, it appears, because the clock the clock is running. So neither team calling a timeout here. Nick, tell us about the game ball tonight. Really cool for the fans here at the Haas to see how the game ball was brought
in. Something that Coach Ball talked to me earlier in the week about. I thought he was just kidding at first, but the game ball was actually brought in by Pafford Air One Alpha. They delivered a game ball tonight, and really, look in honor of Jacob Brantley, Bearcat battling cancer, and for everyone out there that has been affected by that horrible disease, and came in and very neat deal to bring it in. But that's going to be our halftime with the Bearcats leading 14-7.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford family says go big Ruston.
Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more. All with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
I can keep up with you. How am I sounding up here? So that's our third mic? Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all students, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome you all to the T.L. James Field at L.J. Haas Garrett Stadium for the 2025 Homecoming Games. A special welcome goes out to anyone from the classes of 1955, 1965, 1975, 1985, 1995, 2005, and 2015, and all other alumni and former faculty and staff. Tonight we are continuing our homecoming celebration, which began on Monday with our daily dress-up theme days and continued on Thursday with our homecoming crawl and pep rally. We celebrated this morning with our assembly by presenting the young women in our student body selected to represent Ruston High School on this year's homecoming trip. And now we proudly present to you our 2025 homecoming court.
Our first freshman name is Gabrielle Marie Johnson. Gabby is the daughter of Joshua and Juliana Johnson. Gabby is currently a member of the RHS Bearcat Band and the Talented Art Alliance. Gabby is being escorted tonight by her father, Joshua Johnson.
Our next freshman maid is Dakota Elise Powell. Dakota is the daughter of Dante and Alicia Powell. In 2024, Dakota received First Team All-District Honors, First Team Lincoln Pierce Journal Honors, and Second Team Ruston Daily Leader Honors in basketball. She also maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her 8th grade year. Dakota is a proud member of the Lady Bearcat basketball and softball teams. Dakota attends church at Place of Change in Jonesboro, where she is actively involved in the youth ministry. Dakota is escorted tonight by her father, Dante Powell.
Our first sophomore maid is Alicia Nicole Beasley. Alicia is the daughter of Rachel Beasley and Stephen Smith. Her freshman year, Alicia was a member of the prom squad and she was elected to homecoming mentor. This year, Alicia is an active member of FFX. Escorting Alicia tonight is Braden Smith.
Our next sophomore maid is Eden Lane Dawsey. Eden is the daughter of Corey and Jenny Dawsey. Eden has been a member of the cross-country, track, and basketball teams both years of high school. She is also active in the RHS choir. She won the Freshman Defensive Award in basketball and was named the Honor Choir Freshman MVP. She is also a member of the Long Red Line, earning All-State in cross-country as a freshman. Eden is a 2-year member of FBLA and FCA, where she also serves as an FCA leader. She attends Temple Baptist Church, where she has served as a Windshape and DPS volunteer. Eden's dad is graduate of the RHS class of 1998. Her grandfather Bill Dawsey graduated in the RHS class of 1972. Her grandmother Peggy Dawsey graduated in the RHS class of 1973 and was the homecoming queen. Eden is being escorted tonight by her father, Corey Dawsey.
Our first junior maid is Sylvia Marlowe Lacker. Sylvia is the daughter of Nick and Amy Lee from the late Eden Valley. Sylvia has been a member of FCA for 3 years, and she has been a 3-year member of Bearcat Bells, where she currently serves as the co-captain. She was awarded the Golden Bell Award for sophomore year. She is a 2-year member of the Talented Art Alliance and currently serves as a Bearcat mentor. Sylvia has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout high school. Sylvia attends Trinity Methodist Church and has served as Weekend of the Cross the past 2 years. Sylvia comes from a long line of Bearcats as her mom and stepdad both graduated from RHS class in 1997. Her grandmothers Debbie Allen and Susan Tripp graduated in the class of 1975. Her grandfather Dennis Allen is a member of the class of 1973, and her great-grandfather John Dennis Allen graduated from RHS in 1947. Escorting Sylvia tonight is her stepfather, Nick Williams.
Our next junior maid is Jayla Denise Spears. Jayla is the daughter of Letitia Puckwood and Brandon Spears. Jayla was a member of the volleyball team her freshman year. She's a 3-year member of the softball team, and she is currently a Bearcat mentor, a Bearcat buddy, and a member of FCA. Jayla has served as a buddy ball volunteer. Jayla's brother Jamarian Reed graduated in the RHS class of 2021, and her sister Skylar Spencer graduated in the RHS class of 2024. Jayla is escorted tonight by her father, Brandon Spears.
Our first senior maid is Alyssa Raphael Landrusi. Alyssa is the daughter of Dr. Michael and Dr. Diane Landrusi. Alyssa is a 4-year member of the varsity team. She served as a student council class representative for 3 years and currently serves as a social media coordinator. She has been an FCA leader for 3 years, a member of FBLA for 3 years, a member of the Dragon Boat team for 3 years, and she's a 3-year member of National Honor Society. Alyssa has been a Bearcat buddy for 2 years, a Bearcat mentor for 2 years, and a member of the track and field team for 2 years. She is also a level 9 competitive gymnast. Alyssa's brother Jaden graduated from RHS in 2023. Alyssa is being escorted tonight by her father, Dr. Michael Landry.
Our next senior maid is Elena Diana Merrill. Elena is the daughter of Christopher and Andrea Merrill. Elena is a 4-year member of the Ruston High cheer team. She has been an FCA for 4 years, and she is currently a 2-year member of the student council. She is a 3-year member of the chess club and a 2-year member of FBLA. She was an FFA for 1 year, and she was on the track and field team her freshman year. She's been a Bearcat mentor and a Bearcat buddy for 2 years. Elena has maintained a 4.0 GPA all 4 years of high school. Elena's brother, Christopher Jr., graduated in 2020, and her brother Chase graduated in 2024. Escorting Elena tonight is her father, Christopher Merrill.
Our next senior maid is Trisha Marielle Alfonso Jr., who is native New York. Trisha is the daughter of Eugene and Jennifer Jr. Trisha is a 4-year member of FBLA, Bones, and Student Council, where she currently serves as secretary. She has been a Bearcat mentor for 2 years and a Bearcat buddy for 3 years. Her junior year, she was named an Asian Scholar with Distinction, and she served as an APEC anchor. Trisha also earned a 36th composite score in the season. Trisha has recently been named a National Recognition Program Award recipient and National Merit Champion. Trisha has volunteered at volleyball, CCA, and Military Library for 3 years. She is a parishioner of St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church.
Our next senior maid is Frances Jane Cruz. Her parents are Morgan and Jake Cruz. Her freshman year, she was an FFA, and she is currently a 2-year member of FBLA, a 3-year member of National Honor Society, and a 4-year member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, where she has served as a leader. Frances was on the tennis team for 3 years, and she has been a Bearcat mentor and a Bearcat buddy for 2 years. Her junior year, she served on the executive committee for Student Council as the social media coordinator, and she currently serves as the chatbox coordinator. Frances has been on the homecoming court for 4 years, and she is currently a member of our Certified Nursing Assistant program. Frances is a member of Calvary Baptist Church in Memphis, where she was active in the youth group. Frances' mom graduated from RHS in 2003, and her grandfather, Wayne Parkman, graduated from RHS in 1965. Escorting Frances tonight is her father, Jacob Bruce.
Your 2025 Maid of Honor is Amaya Danae Major. Amaya is the daughter of Jeanette Sly and William Major. Amaya is a 4-year member of the RHS crew team, where she is the JV team captain for sophomore year and currently serves as the varsity team co-captain. Her freshman and sophomore year, she was developed as Christian athlete, and she was a test coach for 3 years. Amaya has been in National Art Society for 3 years, and she is a 4-year member of the Talented Art Alumni. She has been a Bearcat mentor for 2 years. Escorting Amaya tonight is her father, William Major.
And now we present our 2025 homecoming queen, Melissa Ann Luke. Melissa is the daughter of Dr. Sun and Vaughn Luke. Melissa is a 4-year member of Student Council, currently serving as president. She has been on the speech and debate team for 4 years and currently serves as the team captain. She's a 4-year member of FBLA, where she is the former state secretary and earned 1st and 5th place finishes at nationals. She was on the swim team for 3 years, she has been a Bearcat buddy for 3 years, and she has been a National Honor Society for 3 years. Melissa was the 2024 Miss Louisiana's team and won overall talent and had a top 10 finish at Miss America's team in 2025. She is the Ruston High Student of the Year, a Rotary Club Student of the Month, an AP Scholar with Distinction, a member of the ACT 30 Club, and a National Merit Commended Scholar. In the community, Melissa is the small business owner of Made by Melissa Macaron. Since 5th grade, she's advocated for STEM education at local, state, and national conferences and events. She's given TED Talks and is a board member of the National Girls Collaborative Project, an organization that serves 30 million people bringing STEM opportunities across the country. She currently serves on the Louisiana Legislative Youth Advisory Council. She has been in 8 Ruston Community Theater shows and is a competitive classical pianist for 13 years and a 2-time state champion. Melissa is a member of Temple Baptist Church. Melissa's sister Hannah is a graduate of the RHS class of 2021. Escorting Melissa tonight is her father, Dr. Sun Lee.
At this time, Melissa will be crowned by our principal, Mr. Dan Gressel, and assisted by our 2024 homecoming queen, Ariana Wesley. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 homecoming court. At this time, would you please stand and join us in the singing of the Ruston High School On the Water, played by the Ruston High School Band.
George Shepherd Sr. and Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence, established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorage.ruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today. No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
Building a life is different for everyone, because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys.
Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turge's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Big appreciation to all of our friends helping us with our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show. Getting ready for the 3rd quarter of action. Brought to you by Ponchatoula's in Log Cabin. And so it will be a short kick. Called for a fair catch at the 30-yard line by the Ouachita Lions. And it will be 1st and 10 for Ouachita to start the second half of play.
Yes, it will. And Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin Grill and Market in Ruston are longtime supporters of Ruston High School and Ruston High Athletics. Ponchatoula's offers delicious New Orleans-style cuisine, and at Log Cabin you'll find steaks and Tex-Mex. Ponchatoula's is on Park Avenue in downtown Ruston. Log Cabin on Highway 33 just north of I-20. And say good luck, Bearcats. Really great waitress at Ponchatoula's. And I would tell you, the fried green tomatoes are outstanding.
Thank you so much, Nick. Our score 14-7 here as we start the 3rd quarter of play. The Bearcats do have a 7-point lead. We're so thankful you've joined us here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Kyle Roberts with Nick Brown, Toby Nations down on the sidelines, Travis Cannon on stats. It's a handoff to Dade again. He picks up right where he left off with a quick 5-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 5 now for the Lions.
You know, wonder to see how they're going to make the adjustments, because from Ouachita, that is something that has given us fits. A little delayed misdirection handoff. Why would you even attempt to pass here? So we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I don't think Connor completed more than one in the first half, and of course he didn't have to. 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line. Connor takes another high snap, designed run for the quarterback. Gets behind the line and breaks free. And he'll get 10 on the play for a first down pickup at his own 45-yard line.
You know, you feel like it with this slugfest right now, how important this possession is for the Lions and the Bearcats as well, because I think if anyone gets up 2 scores, Kyle, you just don't see that big play other than Ahmad Hudson, what he's able to do. Bearcats running in substitution. I believe we got a little, see who went into the game.
I thought that was Caden Gray.
And Caden Gray went in. I thought Gray was injured, but man.
Well, number 21 was who came on the field for
Ruston.
Ruston.
That's Caden Gray, and 22, Keelan Davis came out.
Davis had that 16-yard scoop and score back in the first half off of the blocked punt.
Someone at Ouachita going to take a timeout. Didn't like the matchups they had with the Bearcats. What to see what Toby saw after. We're going to take a break. We're going down to the.
We'll take a quick timeout. 10:45 to go in the third. Ruston 14, Ouachita 7. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
So first down and 10 after the timeout was taken by Ouachita. And, you know, if only a minute 15 has gone by in a quarter, you hate to have to burn one of those timeouts in the second half.
Not if you're the Bearcats. I'm glad they burned it. Could come back to haunt them later. We'll mark that down at 10:45. Lions take their first time out here in the second half.
Ball still on the Lion 45-yard line. It'll be a shotgun set. And now we got
jump.
Yes.
That's a quick way to game 5. Bearcats not patient on that one.
So it will be encroachment on the defense. Now we could take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations.
Yeah, not real sure why Ouachita called a timeout. I mean, you know, Keelan Davis come limping off, and, you know, Gray went in, and then they called a timeout. So not sure what was going on with Ouachita.
First down and 5. And a quarterback keeper on a run pass option, and he'll go to the far side. It goes out of bounds after a 7-yard pickup into Bearcat territory. So first and 10 at the Ruston 43-yard line.
First down line.
This rushing attack, Nick Brown, has been problematic for this Bearcat defense here tonight. Of course, I say that they've stood tall a couple of big times between a couple of big 3 and outs in the first half. One led to a punt block. One led to the Bearcats getting the ball back and driving the football down the field. I formation, but there's Dade again. I'm curious. I bet he's got to be averaging over 10 yards a carry at this point. He picks up 7 right there to the Bearcat 36.
I'll tell you what, impressive drive for the Lions on this one. The Bearcats getting a lot of subs, trying to find that answer. Leave checking in 99, but that's going to be Braylon Osborne, the sophomore, on the defensive line.
10-17 left to go in the log cabin Ponchatoula's third quarter. Bearcats lead 14-7 on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Second down and 3. Man in motion. That's Battle. Shotgun set for Connor. And he'll hand it off to Dade. And Dade breaks 2 tackles and gets into the secondary to the 25-yard line. 14-yard pickup on the play to the Bearcat 23.
Man, if the secondary for Ouachita, glad they didn't. If they held their blocks for any extended period of time, you're probably going to see Dade go in for a touchdown. Keelan Davis coming back in for the Bearcats and coming out. And that's Gray with the cast on his arm. Number 21, Caden Gray, filling in linebacker for Keelan Davis. Davis back in for the Bearcats.
First down and 10 for the Lions at the Ruston 23. Another high snap. And Dade will go out to the far side, gets just a couple of yards on the play. That high snap, Nick, was probably the difference between that being only a 2-yard gain and possibly more than that. If Dade has any space at all, he can make defenders pay.
All right, Keegan Goldsmith back in the game for the Bearcats. We're running a lot of players in here on this one. Levy went in for Osborne. And really, you haven't seen Kyle that try to attack receivers. You got Majors long coverage over here on the near sideline. Really looks like he's lined up off sides.
2nd down and 8. Connor from the gun, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. He's going to fire into the end zone, up and incomplete.
I would tell you, good coverage. You mentioned that with Majors applying that coverage as well as Miles Brown dropping back. Bearcats secondary middle linebackers doing a great job preventing that pass. Really, you go through and just date on the ground. Again, you see multiple players coming in and out, Kyle, on that defensive line for the Bearcats.
3rd down and long. I want to give Cam Dean credit there as well for excellent coverage.
I think that was Cam Dean. I said Major, just saw Majors check in, so good call. Thank you for that.
2 receivers on the near side. 3rd down and long. They're going to have to snap it fast. It's almost a delay of game. Bearcats blitz. Pass is, a terrific catch in traffic. Not enough for a first down.
Got to be sure. Good job, Brown, on the tackle. Just a great job from Connor to get that one off because Bearcats, I believe that was Keegan Goldsmith as well as Aiden Adams applying pressure and got that off.
And Seneca Battle hauled that in double coverage for the Lions, and now they're going to go for a field goal from the near hash mark. The previous attempt from 41 yards by Cam Gale hit off the left upright. So Gale will have 33 this time, and it is up. It's got the distance, and I think this one's wide right. He missed.
Such a delay on that, but man, they had plenty of leg, and I will tell you, you mentioned this earlier. The high snaps, that was a high snap. The holder for Ouachita didn't get his number. Did a great job getting that one down, but now Bearcats survived that one. Now take this one down the field, leading 14-7. Kyle, that drive is only 8:04 remaining here. A good drive by the Lions, but fortunately for the Bearcats, doesn't pick up any points.
So the Cats have it at their own 20-yard line to start their first drive of the second half of play. Rushing tonight for the Lions, they've got over 150 yards combined rushing. The Bearcats only have 10. Hartwell has thrown for 126 yards, and here's a handoff to Powell. And Powell stuffed at the line of scrimmage, nowhere else to go. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
We talk about the teams in District 2-5A, but I think one thing we don't talk about, Kyle, is the coaches in District 2-5A. Some of the best football coaches in the state, and you can tell you, they know about Dalen Powell. They've seen all the video on films. They're going to force the Bearcats to go to the air, and they say, you know what, stop that run. So we'll see. How many yards does Powell have tonight?
Unofficially, he's got 12. 2nd down and 9. Cats come back out in the shotgun set. Ahmad Hudson lines up in the slot on the far side. And it's a handoff again to Powell. And that's DeMoss, and nowhere for Davis DeMoss to go. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, and it will be 3rd down and long.
Powell coming back in for DeMoss. There's nothing there. You see Ahmad trotting out on the field. Sean Malcolm.
Josiah Morgan, Keshawn Malcolm, Caleb Jones. Those are your receivers over on the far side. And Ahmad Hudson lines up on the near side. Bearcats in the gun. Lion defenders are pointing to Hudson, and they'll take the snap. Hartwell steps up, fires down to Hudson. He catches in traffic again for a first down pickup. 14 yards on the play for Ahmad Hudson, and that moves the sticks.
What makes that so impressive? And I just went and did a radio interview for Hunter Smith at halftime. They asked about Ahmad and every play. On that one, you really saw a triple team. I thought we were going to go to Powell on the far sideline. Looked like he had a little wheel route developing. But we'll tell you what, glad to have number 6 on your program. What a great catch for the Bearcats.
I formation. Hartwell goes under center, 1 receiver to each side. Well, almost drew a defender off sides, and he may have. We'll see. That was the edge rusher that got into the neutral zone, but was he drawn off? We'll see what the official – nope, he's going to step it off in the Bearcats' favor. Now it'll be 1st down and 5.
Absolutely, Kyle. 6:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Love the Bearcats to go up by 2 scores, but again, give your defense a little rest. I know you just came out from halftime, but very good. Have to do a lot of substitutions tonight as Coach Yanez on this offensive to combat the offense of Ouachita.
1st down and 5 on the 41-yard line. Hartwell goes under center in the I formation. Takes the snap and he'll hand it off to Powell. And Powell, even with that full head of steam, only able to get a yard on the play. And that is Jamarcus Jacobs, the linebacker, able to bring Powell down. This Ouachita team, Nick, I think we might have grazed on this earlier in this broadcast, but from what we saw last year from the skill positions to this tremendous Lion defense, this Ouachita team is built this year to try to make a deep run in the playoffs.
No doubt about it.
2nd down and 4. Hartwell looks towards the sideline for the play call. Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Cats up 14-7 over the Ouachita Lions. Ruston will be on the road next week at Neville. Powell gets the 1st down and a few more to the 49-yard line. That's the hardest Dalen Powell has ever had to run to gain 7 yards.
You go through, you just keep pounding, and finally broke through on that one. Good job by Powell, and the clock continues to run. The Bearcats lead it by 7 with 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Hudson and Morgan on the far side. Hartwell under center. Dalen Powell dots the I. Take the snap, and it is an option. A toss to Powell. Powell puts a shoulder pad into a Lion defender. He'll be tackled in bounds after a gain of 5. And a great job by Hartwell running that triple option, pulling the ball away from Smith, and then a good pitch to his tailback for 5.
Good sold it fake with Lander Smith, the 12-year fullback for the Bearcats going through.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. Lander Smith in at H-back. Field wide open on the far side. Quick toss to Hudson, and he'll get a yard if that. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 5. This is big coming up for Ruston. You need to get these yards to keep this drive going.
I think you're definitely in 4-down territory. Look at Ramos' punt. I mean, if you don't gain any yards here, you're probably going to punt, but you pick up 2 to 3, definitely go for it.
3rd down and 5. Bearcats have it on the 46-yard line of Ouachita. Shotgun formation. Hartwell back to throw, has some time. Pocket collapses, fires downfield, up and incomplete.
Now, they could have called a pass interference, and Ahmad Hudson's looking up because they had his left arm grabbed and still almost made a one-handed catch. And I think he's going to tell him, hey, let's come back and go for this again. I'll make that catch.
So it's 4th down and 5, ball at the 46-yard line of Ouachita. And the punt team comes out for the Bearcats.
Oh, they're going to fake, Kyle. They're going to run in, run back, bring the offense back on. Love it.
Yeah, Ouachita is still looking for a punt. Shotgun formation, quarterback keeper by Hartwell. He hits the wall, and he's not going to get it.
Oh, I love what the Bearcats did, but they weren't able to pull it off, and now not going to pick up the 1st down. I like it. They really had Ouachita confused. They just could not turn the corner.
Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, I mean, the Bearcats, hey, they had Ouachita off right there and, just wasn't able to get the 1st down. I mean, Sam's really got to turn that up in there and try to get it.
You feel like he bounced it out just a little bit outside too much, maybe had a crease turn up a little bit sooner.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he had a hole. I mean, Jackson Washam, our left tackle that's starting tonight, I mean, hats off to him. He did a really good job on that drive for the Bearcats.
So a turnover on downs. 1st down and 10 Lions at the Bearcat 45. At their own 45. And it's a quick toss forward to Dade, and Dade tripped up, and he's going to lose a few on the play.
A high snap and a high pitch to Dade, and really turns out well for the Bearcats. Normally you think about it, you get a big stop like that. Really surprised that the Lions have not gone for the home run play tonight, Kyle.
2nd down and 11. Ball at the 44-yard line for Ouachita. I think the biggest surprise for me there, Nick, is that that looked to be a little bit more of a trickeration than the Lions have needed so far here tonight. So a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Now Connor's going to throw. He's got single coverage up the far side, and it is almost picked off. Terrific coverage by the Bearcat secondary.
Is that Cam Dean over on the far sideline? I got to get that number. I believe it was.
Yep, looking like Cam Dean, and it'll be 3rd down and 11.
First hide here, Cam's dad was a running back for the Bearcats. And Wallamoo Dean.
So 3rd down and 11, ball at the 44-yard line. Last score we heard, Ash led West Monroe 21-7. That was back before the...
it's 21-14. They tied at 14. It's 21-17 now. West Monroe just kicked a field goal.
3rd down and 11. Clock is stopped here in the Ponchatoula's log cabin, 3rd quarter. 2:34 to go. Bearcats up 14-7. 3rd and 11 for the Lions. Another long shot downfield, up and incomplete.
It bounced back into the field. Didn't know if he touched it out of bounds. Bearcats, I thought he had a shot intercepted, but good coverage by, he got to go through. That's Miles Brown was back there, Devin Major.
That was intended for Wydell Clark. And now a punt coming up from Trey Johnson. He's already had 1 block tonight. Davis DeMoss. Back to return, standing in his own 20-yard line. Punt away, not a very long punt. Fair catch called for, and it's going to bounce and take a Lion roll inside the 25, and this is going to get close to the 21-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for the Bearcats as we'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth.
Bearcat coaching staff, let's see who's coming out on the field for the Bearcats. And run get, I believe that's going to be Hunter Soto part of this package. This other coaching staff running thought something may have been wrong. If they were going to get Soto, use him as a tight end a little bit on this package. We mentioned it earlier, Cullen Clark out with an injury. Now go with a little bit bigger package. You see if Soto's out on the field on this one.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 21-yard line. And it is a toss to Powell. Powell at the 25, brought down at the 26.
Bearcats going a little hurry up here.
Yep. 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 4. Another toss to Powell. And Powell following some blockers. He's going to be pushed forward for a first down.
I want to tell you, really tough, aggressive running. This is the toughest night that Dalen Powell has had as a Bearcat. You're going against a very good defensive line. You've got an offensive line. You got different guys starting out there, and they're starting to make holes and creases. Keep plugging away. Good run from Powell.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 35. I formation, 1 receiver, far side for Hartwell, and another handoff to Powell. 40, 45, 50. Cuts back up the far side, still on his feet to the 35-yard line. His longest run of the night. That one is going to go for 32.
Is that Josiah Morgan on the far sideline? I know Josiah, I get you, felt bad about it, but he didn't want to clip. He wanted to help block and really helped Dalen up after that. Certainly, that young man did a great job on that play not to get a penalty.
32-yard run by Dalen Powell here in the 3rd quarter. His longest of the night for sure, and he gets absolutely smothered.
Okay, that one you go to the well too many times, you got that one. Who was that? Is that the...
Yeah, that was Dylan Barrymore.
Dylan Barrymore, yes. They're becoming best friends. Well, maybe not best friends, but they're coming well acquainted with one another tonight.
Powell goes into motion, shotgun formation. And
there it is. There it is.
30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5.
A horse
just short of the end zone. And a flag is thrown. Josiah Morgan on a sweep.
That was beautiful. Well executed. Well-timed play call. Those are the plays I like to see. Boy, what a good play call on that one. And you got a horse collar going to move it even closer.
So first and goal from the 2 turns into first and goal from the 1 after the horse collar.
There you go. Move it in here, punch this one in and take a 2-score lead. Protect the football here.
So under a minute left to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter.
Boy, they didn't reset the time clock. Thought we were fixing to delay a game, but now it's back at 25.
Heavy package coming in. Hartwell goes under center with a fullback and Powell. Hand off, and there's Powell into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Bearcats get up by 2 scores with 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A great drive by the Ruston Bearcats as well. And Ruston now leads 20-7 after the Dalen Powell touchdown. Joaquin Ramos in to attempt the point after to put Ruston up 21-7. This Ouachita offense, Nick Brown, has averaged almost 42 points a contest coming into tonight. Point after is up, and it's good. We'll tell you about the Smoothie King scoring drive for the Bearcats after this. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bearcats up 21-7. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes, we live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
All right, back here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth, Bearcats up 21-7 on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. That drive for the Ruston Bearcats, 79 yards, 6 plays, capped off by that short touchdown run by Dalen Powell, and this is going to bounce, and the Lions are going to have to field this as it stays in. No, does it touch the chalk? Yes, it does. So close.
They're gonna give him a penalty on that one, but it was so close. Look at it. You mentioned it there. The schedule at 37-19 over Captain Shreve to start the year. 54-6 over Wasman. 33-22 over Sterlington, Port Gibson, Mississippi. 44-6, and then Franklin Parish 42-14.
Southern State's equipment called down to the sidelines to Toby Nation. Toby, that was a dangerous play by the Ouachita returner. If that ball had stayed in bounds, Ruston would have caught a terrific break.
Yeah, you could kind of look at it. You're kind of having a little deja vu of Acadiana, but I tell you what, going back to that Smoothie King scoring drive by the Bearcats, great job by Powell, but if you really want to go watch Lander Smith. I mean, that kid is tough as boot leather. It was fun to watch.
First down and 10 Lions at their own 35-yard line. Thank you, Toby Nations. Shotgun formation, and I was going to say, that should be a false start.
Yeah, Devin Majors clapping. He knows that. They jumped a little bit.
Kevin Whitlock, the wide receiver for the Lions, shuffled a little bit too much, and that will bring it back from 1st and 10 to 1st down and 15. Dalen Powell was 70 yards rushing. And a vast majority of that, Nick Brown, came on that previous drive for the Bearcats, because I think entering this half, he had 12 yards rushing. Near side run by Connor, 40-45, goes out of bounds. That's a long run on 1st and 15 to pick up a first down.
And that's what Connor is capable of doing. That's why it's so important to be up 2 scores, Kyle. Because Connor's the type of player that can break one and go the distance, and you're in a 7-point game. So the Bearcats have a 21-7 cushion here, 42 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
First down and 10, ball at the Lion 47-yard line. Shotgun formation for Connor. 3 wide receiver set. Connor Hands it off up the middle, and there's Dade again. Gets into Bearcat territory, runs into the official.
Yeah, you know what? You never talk about officials again bad. We got Travis Cannon, who used to be an official. That's where an official actually aided the Bearcats on that one because Dade had all the steam going for it. Good to see, man, Trendon get up. Thought he was down a little bit. Good to see Trendon get up and stay healthy.
First down and 10 Lions at the Bearcat 39-yard line. Previous drive for Ouachita ended with a missed field goal wide to the right. Another designed run for Connor, near side, and he'll be bowled over around the 35-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, Bearcats close up with Devin Major on the tackle for the Bearcats close, but he did hit him in the field of play. And Kyle, it almost seems like now with the ineffective passing game to the Lions, it's going to be Dade most of the night and quarterback Connor. Connor and Dade show the rest of this fourth quarter.
And this will take us to the fourth quarter of play. Ruston 21, Ouachita 7. Back after this, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
First Ruston invites you to join them on Sundays at 8:30, 9:45, or 11 a.m. We offer kids worship at all 3 services. On Wednesday nights, students meet at the Powerhouse. Middle school students at 5:30, high school students at 6:45. Our mission is to help you find God's plan for your life in a fun, friendly, encouraging environment. For more church info or to watch our services online, we invite you to visit fbcruston.org. We're saving a seat for you at First.
Start of the of the Pierce Lumber Company fourth quarter. Second down and 7. The ball is at the Bearcat 36-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers for the Lions on the field. A fake to Dade. Connor chased out of the pocket, has a little space. Tucks it himself, gets past the 35, close to the 30-yard line. And he'll gain 4 on the play.
You're just going to see a lot of Connor and Dade. I don't think they're going to go to the track, go to the air a little bit anymore.
And that does stop the clock here in the Pierce Lumber Company fourth quarter.
The Pierce Lumber Company serves North Louisiana with quality building products and paint. Pierce Lumber Company, 1032 Burtisville Road in Ruston. No Bearcats from Pierce Lumber Company.
Shotgun formation, third down and short. Dade bounces back to the next side. He's
what
not
a
going to have
tackle!
it.
That's Miles Brown in on the tackle.
Loss of a half a yard on the play. 4th down and 2.
They're not going to kick it. Kyle. It's good to see this crowd come to life. Made a tough place to play in the hall. Of course, appreciate those watching on the Bearcat Nation Network, listening on Q94, but we want you here.
Handoff up the middle to Dade. He hits the pile, and this is going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot, but I think he has it.
I think he does too, but if we've seen a measurement, of course, it's only second game at the Halls. If we've seen a measurement.
I think we did. I want to say we saw one last week in Longview, but the measurements are increasingly rare.
I don't think we did. I think I don't remember. I don't remember one this year.
It is a first down, no measurement coming in. Boy, that was close too. That ball is just touching that hash mark, and that's enough to move the chains. Shotgun formation, first down and 10 at the Bearcat 29. Connor empties the backfield, passes incomplete. Seneca Battle has it in his hands, and it just falls to the turf.
I want to tell you, I'm going to give Seneca Battle a break on that one because that was a very unorthodox throw. It's almost went right like a fastball, like when you're playing catch with your kids, you know them catching, you throw it as hard as you can at them and say, here, catch this. Well, you probably didn't do that, but I mean, just throw,
Second down and 10. The clock does stop, 10:53 left to play. Lions have it at the Bearcat 29-yard line. Same formation, 2 receivers tight near the offensive line. Connor rolls to his right. This one is caught by Battle this time. And he'll drag the defenders to the sticks, and it's going to be close. I think he's going to have enough for a first. Seneca Battle is 6'2" junior wide receiver for this Ouachita Lions squad.
Battle with has just a great effort to pick up that first down. I'm going to tell you, that shows a lot about it. You know, years past, Ouachita Bearcats have gone up 2, and then they've gone away. This Ouachita team is not doing that whatsoever.
First down and 10. Ball at the Ruston 19-yard line. Lions back in the red zone. Another high snap. Connor keeps it himself. He'll be tackled and hit hard at the 15-yard line. Gets 4 on the play.
You know, you called that in the first quarter, the high snaps. And I really think, playing to the Bearcats' advantage, and taking a 5-yard gain for it being 10 or 15. Bearcat defensive line is wanting to flag. It does seem a little.
Yeah, there were some little extracurriculars, Nick Brown, after that. I mean, it was a hard hit on Connor, and so I think that the Lions were trying to come to the defense of their quarterback, but nothing looked dirty about it. It was just a tremendous play by the Bearcat defender. Second down and 6. Ouachita at the Ruston 15-yard line. Shotgun formation. Dade stands to the left of Connor, and he'll take the handoff to the outside, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. Finally gets knocked out of bounds. And the side judge, Nick, the way he was running towards the end of the play, I was afraid he was about to throw a flag for a late hit. Did not do that, so it will be 3rd down and long.
I think just running over there to prevent the extracurriculars that have happened on the last drive.
So this is 3rd down and 7 after the loss of 1 by Macario Day. Another shotgun formation. Connor will take the snap. Drops back. Quick pump fake. Now a tuck and run. Gets to the 10, to the 5. Connor gets into the end zone for a touchdown. 9:11 left to go in the ball game. And Connor with a 17-yard touchdown run gives some life to this Ouachita Lion team. So a 17-yard touchdown run by Connor. And tremendous respect. That was a great scoring drive for the Ouachita Lions. They have not put together a good drive since the way back early in this contest. Cam Gale's kick is up. The point after is good. 9:11 left to play. Ruston 21, Ouachita 13. Big ball game here at the Haas, folks. Stick around. Back after this, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
679-8268. Please go down the Royal Bottom Truck and see the cheerleaders. Again, that's 679-8268. Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Bearcats surrender a touchdown here in this fourth quarter. 9:11 left to play in the Pierce Lumber Company fourth quarter of action. Kyle Roberts with Nick Brown. Toby Nations down on the sideline. Travis Cannon on stats for us here this evening. So the Lions put together a very nice drive there of 65 yards. A short kick on the ensuing kickoff, and it will bounce right in front of the Ouachita sideline. The Lions may have it. And if they do, they're going to have 1st and 10 at the Ruston 32-yard line. Everybody walking away from the pile looks dejected, and so
I think the Bearcats.
Recovered by Ruston, but the white hat pointed the wrong way.
That's okay. He said Ruston, so. You say Ruston, I say Bearcat, Ruston. Oh, no,
Wait,
no.
I say Ruston.
You say Bearcat, yeah.
I say Toby, you say Nation. Southern State's equipment call to the sideline. That was a close call, Toby.
Yeah, hey, he pooched it right in there. We were just pretty lucky to get our hands on it. But, I mean, hey, Ouachita, they drove down there. I mean, third long, they were able to punch it in. But, they did take some time off the clock, and hopefully the Bearcats can do the same thing here getting this drive started.
This is one of those where you kind of, I hate to say you feel safe in a district battle, certainly against a team as good as the Ouachita Lions, but being up a pair of scores in the second half, Ouachita has not been throwing the football very much, if at all, in the second half. And, Nick, the running game for this Lions, Montreal Connor with a 17-yard touchdown, and that's why this is a one-score ball game, and he did that on third down.
Yes, he did. That was Achilles' heel. He took a breakdown. Bearcats in cover, spread the field out is what they did. Got the Bearcats thin. He was able to find a crease up the middle and convert. That's where we find ourselves 21-14. I won't feel safe in this one till the final whistle blows. A good 5-0 Ouachita team. Bearcats 4-1 after last week's loss.
So I formation, first down and 10 Bearcats at their own 32-yard line. And,
Man, that's an unusual time, by the way. Kyle, Neville up on Pineville 49-6. West Monroe up on Ash 24-21 at 3:58 to go in the third quarter.
A timeout taken by Ouachita. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. That's a really good football game going over at West Monroe High School right now.
I think it's just a balance. You have great coaches. You've got good quality teams and players, and I think every game is going to be a tough out. I mean, you say maybe Pineville, but that is a Halloween, which is going to be a weird night to play. We'll talk about get through this one next week.
You texted me earlier this week, and I agree with you. Maybe we can call Pineville and see if that can be played on a Thursday.
I think that would be a great idea. And it's not because I want to trick or treat or anything, but maybe I do. Reese Cup, greatest in the world. But here we go with Bearcats. Tough drive. 9:11 remaining here in the contest, Kyle.
Cats lead by 7 on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, 21-14. Quick toss to Powell. Powell breaks 2 tackles, gets to the 36-yard line, picks up 4. Ouachita down to 1 timeout.
Yeah, that one was that's a head scratcher. Hey, what did you do in that timeout that now that you just gave up 4 yards?
So second down and 6. Bearcats will be back in action 1 week from tonight out at Bill Ripple Stadium in Monroe, taking on the Neville Tigers. Neville handed Ruston its first loss in 20-something games last season right here. If I'm not mistaken, it was a game played during fall break, right, Nick?
It was, yes.
Same thing will be the story for next week. Powell trips forward past the 40.
All right, that would have been a flag in my book. I'm not officiating, but number 4, you got the roster in front of you. Just came, I can't read those numbers. Just came in after he was down, rolled on top of it.
So it'll be third down and 1.
I like some kazoos loose in the Hoss Garrett Stadium.
Those are vuvuzelas.
Well, the vuvuzelas need to hush the vuvuzelas when we have the ball. That needs to be.
I'm just kidding. I don't think that's what those were, but yeah, you're right. It did sound like kazoos. Third down and 1.
Hey, vuvuzela.
That's from World Cup soccer.
I
baby.
know what it's from, but I mean, you got to correct a guy with a kazoo or whatever.
Handoff up the middle, and that's to the fullback.
Oh, that was.
And a little shove at the end of the play by DeAndre Mansfield on Ahmad Hudson. No flag. That's a bit of a shocker.
Well, Ahmad put a little action, and he gets an Oscar for that one. But now it's a tough call here for the Bearcats.
I'm actually a little surprised. I mean, let's see where he spots the ball. Yep, that does move the chains. That is a huge first down.
Okay, I see what Coach Ball is saying. They're not resetting the clock on the play clock. He's pushing up. Yeah, there we go to 25. Now look at it. Yeah, we definitely want the clock to run as much as we can here. 6:58 remaining here in the contest. Bearcats lead it, Kyle, 21-14.
First down and 10, ball at the Ruston 42. I formation, toss to Powell. Powell gets to the 45, tackled from behind, and he'll get 3 yards, maybe 4, depending on the spot. That is Jeremy Jones on the tackle for the Ouachita Lions. He brings up 2nd and 6.
You know, picked up his first offer, I think, a little over a week ago, 10 days ago. The University of Houston offered him sophomore running back. This was a tough one when he had 12 yards, and tell you, kept plugging away. One of the toughest nights he has had as a Bearcat. Certainly see what his yard total is going up. We'll chat with chief statistician for the Bearcats, Travis Cannon.
He is at 83 yards rushing, and again, a vast majority of that has come
71
in this second half. Great man. I formation, hand off to Lander Smith, the fullback, and he'll get 1.
May not do the Vuvuzela, but I can do a little math, Mr. Roberts.
3rd down and 4. Ball at the Ruston 48-yard line.
Bearcats slow getting up. And Lander Smith.
So 3rd down and 4. 5:35 left to play here in the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. On the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Ruston 21, Ouachita 14. Cats need 4 yards to keep this going. And, yep, they're going to call a false start. The center did not snap the ball in time, and 3rd and 4 will now become 3rd down and 9. Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, you know, going back to what you're all talking about the timeouts, Berryman, number 48 for Ouachita Lions, he's the one that called the timeout using their 2nd timeout. They've been trying to move him across the front, put him in different places.
So 3rd down and 9, ball at the Ruston 43-yard line. And you have to imagine that the number that's going to get called for the Ruston Bearcats here to convert is number 6. Hudson lined up wide to the left side. Hartwell takes the snap, play fake, drops back to throw, looks downfield, and he fires over the middle, incomplete, no flag thrown. And Orlando Fremont, the strong safety for Ouachita, lays out a Ruston wide receiver.
Like Keshawn Malcolm, number 9, right in the middle of the field. And now it's going to be up to this Bearcat defense with 4:53 remaining, Kyle. Need a good punt from number 9. Ramos needs to put this one deep.
So Ramos to punt it away.
They're going for the block.
Not his best punt. This gets into Lion territory, bounces at the 36, and now goes backwards, and it will be down at the 34-yard line.
That's a good job of Ramos on that one, Kyle. They brought the house trying to block it. He got that one away. Not his best punt, but it wasn't blocked. And now this Bearcat defense with 4:42 remaining has to keep Ouachita out of the end zone. Make you wonder, it wouldn't surprise me if Ouachita did score. But they go for 2.
And the coincidence there, if that were the case, it would put them up 22-21. What was the score last year? 22-21.
They probably had a vuvuzela.
Time for the Bearcat defense to dig deep. 4:42 left to go here in this contest. Connor has 1st and 10 on his own 34-yard line, and a flag thrown. This is going to back the Lions up 5 yards.
Connor is frustrated. He is going to his offensive lineman. He is talking.
So this will turn into 1st and 15 back at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 15, ball at the 29-yard line for the Lions. Looked like it might have happened again, but the snap gets off in time, and Dade bounces off one would-be tackler and picks up a half a yard on the play. And again, one of the big narratives here under 5 minutes left to play, 1 timeout for the Lions.
Yeah, and that clock rolling down at 4:30 now, Kyle, that's a huge one.
So 2nd down and 14 after the short yank. And again, the clock will keep moving. Here on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Bearcats up 21-14. 4:10 left to play. Here in the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Man in motion is Clark. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side. Connor takes the snap. He's going to be blitzed. Steps up. Fires downfield, and he will overthrow his intended target. That was intended for Clark. And that looked to be...
I think that was Devin Major breaking that one up. You know, that's something, Kyle, we go back at Stephenville. He had a lot of slants, really challenged his secondary because they got beat quite a few times. Really had to step the game up, and they've done that tonight with Devin Major, Cam Dean, all the secondary for the Bearcats. But you got to go back to Rakeem Dream Potts and Keegan Goldsmith. The pressure that they're applying to Connor pays dividends on that pass play.
3rd down and 14. Ball at the Lion 30-yard line. The clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Under 4 minutes left to play. Connor puts Dade in motion. Empty backfield. Steps up. He loses the football, and it will go out of bounds. Where did Ruston recover? We're going to wait on the official signal. It either went out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down and long.
Connor broke it. He went through, broke it, ran to the left. I believe, Kyle, the ball went out of bounds. And by the way, I did look in the stands. Believe it or not, you are correct. It was a vuvuzela.
We've got to learn to stop questioning each other.
Yes. But I tell you what, I'm really proud of this crowd at Hoss Garrett Stadium making some noise tonight.
4th down and 12. That previous play, Connor just dropped the football. I don't think he would have had it, but he probably could have gotten 4 extra yards.
No, he wouldn't have had that. No, you look at it now. It's 4th and 13. You're nowhere close to. You're right, 4 more yards. Here we go, defense.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on each side. On 4th down, Connor back to throw. Fires downfield into triple coverage. Up, picked, intercepted. Intercepted, 40, 45, midfield to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Jaden Andy gets the pick, and the Bearcats will have 1st and 10 with 3:25 left to play.
I'm going to tell you a little celebration. The penalties are going to come out. You have your roster handy. I want to see who number 4 is for Ouachita. I'll tell you what, a heads-up play he did. Tried to strip the ball. You see a lot of people say go down on Andy on the return, but tried to strip that one. And we,
that was Wydell Clark for the Washington
Wydell
Lions.
Clark did a great job for the Lions on that play. Tried to strip the ball from Andy. Know the significance of that with 3:25 remaining. And again, going back, you mentioned it earlier. How many timeouts does Ouachita have left? 1. They can stop the clock 1 time. You're going to see a heavy dose of Dalen Powell and
so the officials are going to, we'll let the white hat take it here in a sec. So no flag on the play, and it is a 1st down for the Bearcats.
That's 3 years in the making. They're listening to us out in Houston, Texas. Shout out for the ref, Mike. Finally moved the antennas outside. So glad you're able to enjoy that and appreciate you listening, watching on the Bearcat Nation Network and on Q94. Hey, by the way, we mentioned this Tuesday. We got 3:25 play here. Tuesday at noon. Ruston Bearcats Live with head coach Jared Ball from sundown Tuesday at noon. Going to do it? Yeah, Travis, I was going to let you know. We're going to be at lunch. Can you make it? Shout out to this offensive line tonight, Kyle. Really impressive what they've done in the second half, creating holes for Dalen Powell and good running from Powell here in the second half.
High formation. Toss to Powell. Powell at the 30. Ouachita.
Well, you use it now.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Does Ouachita use the timeout now?
I think I would, but I wouldn't have used the other 2 when they did, so.
The clock continuing to move here in the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. 3 minutes left to go. A 1st down for Ruston will all but seal the deal here tonight over this Ouachita Lions squad. And what a tremendous football game this has been here tonight.
2:44 remaining.
Option toss outside, Powell, 30 to the 25. Tripped up, still on his feet at the 20. Gets inside the red zone, tackled inbounds, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kyle, here's the thing. I saw something out of Powell on that play. I believe they're going to stop the clock just to move the chains. He cut back in. I thought he had a chance to go to the outside all the way, cut back in, so you're not going to be forced out of bounds. A 2:33 remaining in this contest, and Bearcats will move to 1-0 in district if they can hold on here. We'll have Ruston head coach Jared Ball post-game interview.
So first down and 10. Of course, our Coach Ball post-game show is brought to you by Bearcat Football Club and Hinton Driving Academy. First and 10, Ruston. I formation. Hartwell hands it off to his fullback. Up the middle, inside the 15, and a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Davis Moss enters the game for Dalen Powell. And really no urgency out of Ouachita to use that timeout.
And if the Bearcats get one more first down, this game will be over.
I'm going to go through, though. If you don't, on fourth down, do you risk the block or do you just run it and go for it anyway? I think you go for it here. But second down.
6 yards to go. I formation. Ruston looking to hand Ouachita its first loss of the year and keep this winning streak going over the Lions. This will be 11 seasons strong. Now a timeout.
The Moss picked up a few yards, then not back. So Ouachita going to use that timeout here, Kyle, with 1:12 remaining here in the contest. Bearcats do lead it 21-14. Ashes.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says, go big Ruston.
Third down and 6. The clock stops with 1:12 left to play. Bearcats up 21-14 on the Lion 14-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and Smith, he's going to be tackled at the 12, and so it will be 4th down and 3 yards to go, and the clock will run. Ruston will have to snap this football, Nick, around 25 seconds.
Yeah, the kicking team came out, and you can see the coach said, no, hold up a little bit. Just a second. Still could pick up the first down, but you're right. You wait to the last minute. You let it run all the way and call your timeout? I think you do.
And then we'll keep it up here in the Wood Green broadcast booth. So I think, Nick, obviously, there's a reason you and I are in the press box now on the sidelines. We're not head football coaches. And so you and I were talking earlier, what do you do here? It is 4th and 4. Do you go for it? Or for here, this would be a Joaquin Ramos 29-yard field goal, 28-yard field goal.
I think here's the thing. You know, let's think negative just for a minute. You think the worst possible thing that could happen, and that would be a blocked field goal that was returned for a touchdown that tied that. Then all the momentum goes to Ouachita. Then if I'm Ouachita, again, we're not football coaches, but if I were Ouachita on the road, I would go for 2. So I think with 4th and 3, you run the football. If you don't pick it up, then they have 90-plus yards to go for a pay dirt.
Toby, you're not a head coach, but you stayed in the Holiday Inn Express last night. What did you do here on 4th down and 3?
Hey, I say you try to kick the field goal, show that you have trust in your kids. I mean, we got a long season ahead. You know, they were able to deliver against Longview, put them back out there, kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game, and let's finish this thing off.
I'll be honest, if this is a democracy, I'm going for it.
I'm good. You know, here's the thing. If we rock, paper, scissors at 2 out of 3 say, go for it. And
so 4th down. and just a few. The clock stops with 26 seconds left to play.
And I'm watching. I'm really getting no.
Yeah, the offense is coming out.
There, yeah. See number 7 in the middle, so
the offense comes out for the Ruston Bearcats. Again, you don't need a score. You just need 12 feet.
And that's exactly right. And don't go out of bounds. So here we go.
Shotgun formation, 4th down and 4. See if they try the hard snap count, see if they can get it the freeway. Hartwell puts Morgan in motion. Takes the snap. Quick drop back. Chased out of the pocket. Rushes to his right. Into the end zone. Incomplete.
I really thought at that point, that's when you go back and want to watch this, when I go back and watch this one tonight, I thought he had the green space in front of him to run for. Let's see what Southern State's equipment called to the sideline. Toby.
Hey, 10-4. I mean, when you look at that, hindsight's 20/20, but Sam had 8 and 8 and out the gate on that one. I mean, there's a lot of green in front of him.
So let's set the scene. 18 seconds left to play. Ruston up 21-14. Ouachita has to go 88 yards to try to tie this thing up. No timeouts for the Lions, 2 for the Ruston Bearcats.
And if you're changing the defensive line, hustling to get off the field so they don't get called for too many men on the field.
He'll throw to the near side.
And incomplete. Well, great job of coverage on that one. Who applied that hit?
It looks like
35. Is that Holt Hunt? Yep. Sophomore Holt Hunt applying the tackle. He's bouncing around at linebacker for the Bearcats.
It does stop the clock. 13 seconds left to play. Obviously, what you can't have happen.
Don't say it. Go ahead, say it.
Thank you. What you can't have happen is a receiver find any space out there near the 50-yard line. Connor, Bearcats rush 3. They'll go to the far side, and that's a tackle in bounds. The clock is going to run. I don't think Ouachita is going to be able to get a snap off. 2, 1. This one's in the books. The Bearcats hold on to win 21-14 over the Ouachita Lions. 5-1 here on this season. 1-0 in District 2 5A play. There is a flag, though, over at the 32-yard line. So we can't wrap it up quite yet till they go to the post-game show. And Ruston appears to be bringing the defense back out.
Can't end on a defensive penalty. I don't know if it was a holding. We'll see.
So let's see what the officials. I think the officials are headed home. And so they're going to set the teams up for the post-game handshake. This one is officially now in the books. The Bearcats win 21-14 over the Ouachita Lions. And we'll be back with our post-game show right after this. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turge's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
A lot of life there in the second half and able to come away. you so much, as always, for taking the time to visit with us. What a ball game here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This ball game has turned into one possession ball game, shoot as far as I can remember, which sometimes ain't very far, but it has come down to the wire long as I can remember, and whenever we didn't take advantage of the opportunity we had to go up by 3 scores, I knew it was going to come down to it. And you know, our kids are to be commended for doing what they needed to do in order to win the ball game.
Let's go through that thought process on that last one, that 4th and 3, Coach. You had an opportunity. You didn't kick a field goal, because I'm thinking if you kick a field goal and it's blocked, they're going to go for 2 here at the end. Just your thought process on that last drive.
Yeah, I told the coaches over the headsets it was something that we talked about, and there's just so many things that can go wrong on a field goal attempt at that time. And not that I don't trust our guys, I absolutely do, but I think that's the safest bet. And with that, we go for it on 4th down, whatever yards you gain or whatever. They've still got the ball on the minus end of the field inside the 20. It's hard to operate back there. If you kick the field goal and you make it, you still do have to cover a kickoff. And what do you do with that at that point? There's a lot of gray area in there on what things you have to do, but you do know if you go for it and don't get it, you can line up on defense there on the minus end of the field, and to me that was the safest play.
You go look at Dalen Powell, you go into the locker room at halftime, you got 12 yards total rushing, you come back, I don't know what you said to the offensive line, Dalen Powell comes out, has a very good second half for you.
Well, they're very tough inside, and I knew it was going to be rough sledding, particularly early on while they were fresh. I think I talked on the show, I think, about like chopping a tree down. We'll just keep on working at it, and hopefully those guys will get tired. And I think we found some space in there whenever they got a little winded. But it's tough. They're a really good football team. It's just like I've talked about all week. Win or lose throughout this district, whenever we get to the end of it, every team is going to be prepared for a playoff run.
Let's go back to the first quarter, Jared. That blocked punt. We saw Keelan Davis was the one that got the scoop and score, but we could not see from here. Could y'all tell who was the one that got the blocked punt?
I haven't gone back and looked at it. I didn't see it. I had actually come back to the other end of the field. So, no, we'll give them some credit whenever we dig that out and look at it.
A tremendous play, really, to get a special teams touchdown that way, to get the crowd very excited here on this homecoming night. I know that was a special moment for Keelan, too.
Yeah, and in a ball game like this, I told the kids all week it's going to come down to some things like that, and a lot of times in the special teams, and that showed up. That touchdown was really kind of what we needed to get us to generate some momentum, and we tried to gain on that. Attempted an onside kick right after that, and those are the types of things in a ball game that you feel like is going to be very close, that you try to maybe possibly pick up another one behind it to maybe spread the lead a little bit and give you a little bit catch your breath time, but that didn't work out, and so we lined back up on defense, and it didn't take them long to go back down and score it, but it was just a really good ball game against a really good football team.
Well, we've been the walking wounded. Went out last weekend to Stephenville, had a lot of players out. You had a few of those players back. One of them, tied in, Ahmad Hudson. Good game. Good to have him back in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, anytime you have a player like that that's really special, you always want those guys out there. They can make the plays that you need to, and he went on a run there where he made several plays in a row whenever we needed it. But Hunter Soto played a bunch on both sides of the ball, playing defensive end and tight end, and we needed to be able to use the 2 tight end packages. It's something that we really lean on a bunch, and being able to throw him in there and him execute that way, knowing he's tired because he got a bunch of snaps on defense too. I think it's just a lot of guys to be commended for doing whatever we needed them to do to win the football game.
Well, I tell you what, this team has been on the road. We talk about it quite often, the long road trips, but it was great to be back at home. And it was homecoming, and normally there can be distractions that come with homecoming. But, man, what a great crowd tonight at Hoss Garrett Stadium.
Man, I tell you what, you turn around in any direction, and there was crowds of people everywhere. And I know these kids sure appreciated after being on the road. Their idiot coach scheduled a bunch of these road games. I think it really has been good for us, but it's always great to be back home and see this crowd and the support that we have from their parents, community, and everybody. It was really great to see, and hopefully everybody's enjoying their homecoming.
Well, enjoying homecoming. Now, you got one more thing. You have a question to ask us. I'm going to put this one behind me and move into next week's game. It's not going to be quite a far road trip, but we want everyone that made it out as possible and made it out here tonight. We're going to ask them to drive 29 miles because we've got a big one next Friday night with the Neville Tigers.
Yeah, more of the same. It's going to be a really good football team that we're getting ready to play, so you can't live to celebrate for very long before you turn the page and go back to work tomorrow. We'll go back and look at this ball game. There's still a bunch of areas that we need to improve on, and we've got to get some things straight, some mistakes that we made tonight, and I know our coaches will be digging into that, and hopefully we can get a lot of that stuff corrected going into next week. But Neville's definitely a really good football team. We know that, and so it ain't no secret that whenever we drive over there, those guys are going to be ready to play, and we just need to be diligent about our work during the week and make sure we're doing everything possible to put ourselves in the best position to win the ball game.
Certainly excited about that, Coach. What a great way to kick off district play here tonight with this win, 21-14. Go celebrate with the team, and then tomorrow, like you said, get right back to work. We appreciate you as always.
That's right. Appreciate it, guys.
One last break, and then we'll call it from here in the
Jump the gun. All right, we're still on for Tuesday at lunch. Or you want to go back tonight? What do you want to do?
Tuesday at lunch is good.
Tuesday at lunch is good.
You've already told everybody.
I know.
Yeah, Tuesday at lunch, I think that'd be good.
That'd be good. That'd be good, yes.
We can have your night.
Night free.
For old-fashioned.
Yeah. Oh, man, we didn't even talk about the dang time.